Good morning. How you doing? You say you blessed. You doing good this morning? From Korea. I know where you from. A lot of people in America wouldn't be able to survive in Korea under the conditions that most people live in Korea. A lot of Americans wouldn't be able to survive. They'll kill themselves. If they just dropped off a bunch of Americans in Korea right now and they didn't know the language and they had to fend for themselves, they would commit suicide. They would self destruct. Americans is built on everything in life to be easy for them and to be, how do you say, commercialized, marketized. How y'all doing? Come on in, show me some love, push the like button if you like me. If I ever say something that make you feel good, you ought to push the like button. Yep. Just in my element this morning. Y'all know what time it is. It's called Wake and Bake. You know, if you are a philosopher, a person of knowledge, a person that seek knowledge every day, then you should seek to connect with the herbal essence that God created for us to put our minds together to work in an abundant and a special, magnificent, spectacular way. How y'all doing today? Oh wow. Ooh, ooh, it's too early in the morning. I don't want to drop my flowers. Flowers. Get that tuck just right. That tuck just right. Get that roll. Get that braid in there just right. Come on in. I had 10 people the last time I looked down. I thought my audience was going to really grow bigger than that. But 4 or 5 is good. You know, got a lot to talk about this morning. Do y'all know what's going on in the world? I love your name choice. Thank you. I tried to be creative when I created it. I tried to be, I tried to catch attention. It does everything that I thought it would do, but I didn't think it'd be that negative. But people would look down on it like that. But you know, love outweigh hate every day. If you have 10 people that hate you and only one person that love you, do you know that one person love is stronger than those 10 people that hate you? Do you believe that? All right, let's come on in, y'all. You say it's a skinny blunt. Nah, sir. I barely had enough room to lap it over. See, I don't smoke no more than about a gram at a time. You don't need no more than that. Sometimes it might be just a little over. This is a little over a gram right here. Usually like a point 0.8 or point 0.9 and fill it up real good. You smoke from bongs? Yeah. I I got a couple of I got a gravity bong. I like the smoke that the gravity bong the water gravity bong is like. It's good. And you go with that Snoop Dogg shit again. I don't look nothing like Snoop Dogg, man. Quit that, bro. Sometimes you gotta question your intellect. You know, you wouldn't be a good QC. QC is a quality control inspector. That's somebody that can look at a picture and stare at it and look at five other pictures and instantly tell you if something's wrong with those other four. Like, see, if you said I look more like Eddie Griffin, you know, Flavor Flav, Whoopi Goldberg, like, then, I wouldn't be feeling offended, man. But when you tell me I look like somebody I know I don't look nothing like, I get offended, man. Snoop Dogg got a lot of money, but he ain't the handsomest man in the world. You know, don't you hate to be misidentified by someone else who's ugly? Like, that's disrespectful, and people do that shit intentionally. I don't know about the rest of y'all, man, but I don't get down like that, dog. Like, I'm rolled from a different roll of cloth, man. I'm a 70s baby. If you wasn't born in 1975, then you ain't come off my roll of cloth. How y'all doing? Give me some love. Show me some love. If you show me some love, I'll show you some love. I'm a 70s baby. People don't like that, man. Yeah, we outcasts. Y'all ready? Wake and bake. Fire up. Whoa. That first pull determines what type of blunt, what type of flowers you smoking. Mm. Instantly, you can taste it. You can feel the rainbow. Taste it. You can feel it. All the flavors. If you're Rastafarian, then you understand what I'm doing right now. Thank you, Lord, for this blunt. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father, for the nourishments that this blunt have in it. Oh, yeah. Good breakfast. You see, if anybody else hit this blunt with me right now, anybody, if I let somebody else hit this blunt, they'll be choking, gagging, slobbing out the mouth and the nose at the same time. And I'll be looking at them like, bro, why? Because they body ain't immune to smoking high quality medical grade marijuana. Like this type of shit right here. Only rich people that can afford this strand right here is called Donnie Burger. Donnie Burger, it costs about $2,000 a pound. If you out of state in the East Coast, this might cost you up to $6,000, $7,000 a pound. But if you see the structure, the density, the potency, oh man, 32 is 31.2% THC level on this shit. This shit right here is grass A fire. Like, this the type of weed you dream about smoking when you think about smoking weed. I'm a real connoisseur. I do this shit for I do this shit for fun, second nature, every day, all day, in between my sleep. When I go to sleep and wake up, I might wake up at 11:30, 12 o'clock at night and sleepwalk into the bathroom and drain my snake. And I'm gonna fire up my blunt. I got another blunt. I already had one rolled. I fire it up hit a couple good times, pull my blunt out, go lay back down, go back to sleep. Now, if you did a bunch of time, like I served 17 years in prison, and every day I was in prison, I dreamed that I wish that I could wake up early in the morning, have a fresh cup of coffee, roll me one of the world's best blunts that the world have to offer. Heaven right here on earth. I got heaven right here on earth. I got heaven. I'm in heaven right on earth. Say I'm in heaven. I'm in heaven right here on earth. I said I'm living in heaven right here on earth. Yeah. I walk around with a smile on my face. Yeah, because I make the world, because this right here makes the world a better place. Mhm. This must be heaven. You here with me. Heaven. Oh, heaven. Oh, my God. I'm in heaven right here on earth. Said I live in heaven. Hey, y'all know nothing about that. Yeah, drain my snake. You know, some men ain't got snakes. You know, some men got worms. Some men got um, some men got trying to think what's a good word for them. What's a good word? What's damn. Worm is the smallest little slithery thing that you can have. So I'm trying to think what's the next big a caterpillar. But it don't last that long. I don't know. Anyway, they say you call it a snake when it's longer than 6 inches. If the Lord bless you with one on you attached to you that's longer than 6 inches, then you can call it a snake. Mine 8.5 on soft. Don't make it mad. Don't make it mad. I'm just saying, once he get mad and get angry and all the blood start rushing to the top of his head, oh man, 9.7. I done, I done measured it 5 different ways. Keep going to the same point, 9.7. I'm good. I reached the bottom and had 3, 4 inches hanging out the top because you know the average vagina ain't but 6 inches deep unless they ran across a nigga like me that done bust them open a little bit wider, done went in a little deeper. And then, you know, most of these niggas, they can't swim behind us. Like, they need a life jacket after we get through with them. Like, that's why they call me Snaggapuss. Like, big things come in small packages. You will find out. I gotta, I'm like, I'm like a bundle of joy all in one. For real. I don't like talking about it. It ain't dark. I like, that's like when I get to talking in that sense, like, I like to talk about that stuff at night. But you know what I notice in life, you know what I mean? A lot of women ain't nice, ain't ain't nice, ain't how do I say this? A lot of men don't understand the times of the day when a woman be horny. Like we don't understand a woman's sexual clock, right? We think old school. We like to wait till everything is over with at night after we done worked hard, they done cooked, and we done put the kids to sleep. Now it's time to get it in. Yeah, yeah, it's time to get it in. But see, I know women better than the average women know themselves, and I understand how women think, and I know when they coochies start jumping, what time of the day they biological sexual clock start jumping. Right, most women, most women like to have sex early in the morning. Most women like to be woke up with the dick inside of them. Like they like they like that type of sex. Like you gotta give it to them. Like most women, like that's why a lot of women, a lot of white women, they sleep with their windows and shit wide open. They be praying a man just come in there. They wake up, man, choking them, dick already in them. Like y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, and you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know how many white women be open their window at night and pray that a man will slide through the window and rape them and choke them and have sex with them and jump back out the window. That's why they leave the windows wide open. Like, but niggas don't fall for that shit. Like, men, the black niggas, black men don't do that shit. Am I the only one? Thank you, man. Y'all really don't know who I am until y'all really, when they really find out, it's gonna be too late because my audience gonna be too strong, and a couple $100 ain't gonna be able to book me, nigga. Like $1,000 ain't gonna be able to book me. Like I already know what I'm worth. Like y'all don't even know what I am and who I am. But when I build my audience, what I'm working on right now, I'm just cooking. I'm just cooking. I'm cooking on a pot. Early in the morning, I'm cooking on a pot. I'm trying to build my audience. I'm trying to build my community because what I'm trying to do, my overall goal, even with this video, my overall goal is to attract as much followers as I can to build a positive community where I'll probably be the first YouTuber that'll take a group of people off of YouTube and start building cities in America. Yeah, like that type of shit. Like people don't understand my concept, where my mind is at. I'm trying to be the founders of new countries inside of a country. Like I got this great idea, man, because I get it from this southern state in Mississippi. They never signed the Declaration of Independence. They never agreed to free the slaves because they claimed that they already was free, right? But I'm not from America. You can still be a part of my community. You can be an investor. To every investor that invests into my company, into our community, if you invest $1, you will receive $2 back. So just imagine if you invested $1 million, you will receive $2 million back. My company and our community be the only community in the world that you can invest $1 and receive a 100% return, another dollar on top of your dollar in return. Like, so you are a scammer? No, for what? Let me tell y'all something. Let me show you how slow y'all is. Do you know how much money the bank make with your money just by leaving it in the bank for one day? Man, they could pay all y'all triple, double every day just for keeping your money in the bank. But the bank don't do that. They want to keep all profits for themselves. That's why them CEOs is making $1 million, $2 million, $3 million a year. But they can actually pass that wealth back down to the customers, and the customers will get rich just like the bank would. But who has a bank that's like that? I'm gonna open the first bank that the people is gonna be bagged by the people and our resources of the companies and the Like, we gonna take our money. I'm gonna take their money, start a bank, build a bank, give out loans. We gonna give the people the profit, not the bank. Like, come on, man. All you gotta do is just trickle down your, you know, break down the goddamn staff and pass off the profits. You know, the staff can get paid more and the customers can receive residual everything. Anytime somebody put money inside of a bank, that should be looked at as an investment to the bank holder, even to the people that's putting their money. Like, I'm letting you hold my money. I don't have to let you hold my money. So how much money is you gonna give me back for letting you hold my money? Because while you hold my money, you doing whatever the fuck you want to do with my money. So what do I get out of this? Like, do I get a percentage? Like, y'all should get at least on a real kickback, like 12, 15% profit margin kickback off of what the bank makes off y'all money every day, or at least once a month, every 30 days. Y'all should get, like, there's no way you put $1,000 in a bank and you let it sit there for a whole year and you only got $1,100. Like, the fuck? Like, you barely made a $1,000. $100. You barely gave me $100 in interest. Remember, the interest fee on your money in these banks is like 1.2.7%. Like, so if you gave them $1 million, the only way you would make a couple $100,000 if you had a couple $1 million to invest, and you would get just a couple $100,000 back off the percentage side of it. But if you invested $1 million, you probably will get around about $80,000-$90,000 back after they take out their fees and shit. Nah, baby. See, first of all, I'm a mathematical genius. Math was my favorite subject, and I just don't understand how people just don't know how to do math and see the numbers. Like, even if we, like, I can show you how we can build a whole city. If I had just $1 million, I can build a city. That's what they say. People that don't have money, they think that if they had money, it'll change all their problems, right? You got what I need already. Man, man, this is a bullshit, man. I'm out here trying to enjoy my motherfucking live feed, and these niggas come pull up at a goddamn boat with a system on it, playing motherfucking music that's gonna steal my goddamn copyrights. You know what I'm talking about? Some bullshit. God damn. Turn that shit down, man. That's the damn devil, man. Every time I get a good video, something come in and try to steal my joy. And YouTube don't give a fuck. They just hear the music and claim that, oh, you made this video based off this song right here. Man, get the fuck out of here. I was talking 30 minutes before that goddamn song came out of nowhere and started playing in my shit. Young Joe. Yeah, dumb shit. Goddamn. That's some bullshit. But anyways, as I grow, as my audience gets stronger, man, I believe one day I'm gonna break through. I'm going back to Hollywood. See, I'm going back with vengeance. Like, just anybody won't be able to work with me. I won't just, how do you say, associate my platform with just anybody. Like, nah, nah. I don't give a fuck how big they think they is. I wouldn't even look their way. See, the difference between me and a lot of other people, that a lot of people think that a lot of these people that's famous is very important. They the shit. Like, And I don't look at nobody to be the shit. Like, shit, nigga, you ain't better than me, nigga. So therefore, and I don't look at myself to be better than nobody. So I don't do egos, man. I can't stand people, man, that think people is better than other people or you're better than this. Like, I like to shatter them type of people. When I come in the room, I like people to think that they got money, and then a nigga like me walk in the room with more money and make their ass shut the fuck up. Man, you don't shut your $2 broke cent ass down. Sit your ass down somewhere, nigga. Like, they know, like, they hate when a nigga walk in the room that they know they got more money than him. Nigga sitting around the room, oh, you thought you was the shit, huh? God made a nigga, always remember this. Anytime you see a bad nigga, it's always a badder nigga right around the corner because God made it that way. And it's, a smoother nigga, a cooler nigga, a more swagger nigga. Like, y'all don't understand what type of niggas is in this world. How y'all doing? Y'all blessed? Not stressed? All right, we're going to take a break for a second because my coffee is gone. My coffee's gone. My coffee's gone away. Ooh, I don't care if you live alone. Hey, my coffee was gone away. Hey, how y'all doing? Come on in. Show me some love. Show me some likes. Hell yeah, I'm that. Most of the guys I've seen like you are all talk and no walk. But see, baby, let me tell you something. I walk the talk that I talk. Like, I, I talk the walk that I walk. Like I live the life that the average person dream about if they was in my shoes or in my career path, or if they was in my, pretty much, if you was in my career path, or if you was in my shoes, in my position of life, you like you would dream to be in a position where you make enough money to do for yourself, be able to feed yourself, house yourself, clothe yourself. If I wanted to spend some extra money and buy jewelry and gold and diamonds and all that shit, I can have all that shit. I just don't. I don't. I got my jewelry tattooed on me. See, I used to be caught up in the materialistic world. The point of view that everybody used to be in. Louis Vuitton, diamonds, gold chains, cars, big rims, all that shit. I don't get all that shit. See, when you've been there and you've done that, you ain't want it no more. Once you get there, you realize it ain't even what you thought it was gonna be like. Ain't too many people praising me. Oh, you got to Escalade on 26. Beat it out. Ain't nobody, everybody ain't lifting you up like you thought it was. See, that's the infatuation that the devil, you know, makes people feel like this is what's gonna happen when you get there. And a lot of people get there fast because they get there the wrong way. And once they get there, they find themselves in a lonely place. Material things only last as long as they last. Most of them ain't built to last as long as grass grows, but still people still buy them and chase them like they feel like they can't live without them, or if they don't get them, they gonna die. And then once they get them, they use them one time, sit them down, and never use them again, and find themselves uh, back in the same desperation situation, lying to their mind, telling themselves that, oh, I want to buy something else. I need this next. I want to get this next. And see, this is what the compulsion, how do you say, the television, this is what television, this is like the biggest manipulation tool that was ever created by man to put something before a person's eyes, to make them desire it, to make them feel like they need it, they want it. You know what I'm saying? Like that. It's a lot of things, not just, materialistic things, medications, vaccines, all these other things. See, I'm a common sense man. God pulled me out of their system for a reason. I didn't know why, but now it all manifests and it makes sense. Like I understand. Like I understand now, God. Now that I'm not a part of their system and I've never been a part of their system, I don't believe in their system, and I rebel against their system. So now they call me stupid, right? How y'all doing, man? Look, concentrate here as investors. Wait a minute, baby. First of all, right now in the moment, I really was just, talking. The reason why, sometimes I tell everybody, but you want your own bank, laugh my ass off. Yeah, why wouldn't I want my own bank? If you see that all these banks ain't doing people right, why wouldn't you want to start your own bank and do people the right way? If you know that the banks is making lucrative profits off your money while it's just sitting in the bank, why don't you expose the truth to the people and allow the people to invest their money, put their money in your bank, and let you work their money for them, and we all make money together. Let the people be the investors. Why you let outside investors invest in something that the people build, but you want to charge the people and make more money off the people? See, my community, my whole community wouldn't even be like that. We're gonna have a community bank. Wow, my whole community gonna be a part of this bank. It ain't got nothing to do with me opening up my own bank. No, man. See, I'm trying to do something for the people. See, what I'm trying to put together is gonna be a model platform that people can use, black people can use across America and create their own communities, and we can have our own America inside of America in all 52 states, in multiple states. It's time for black people to start thinking like black. Like, you can't think black if you don't separate yourself and think black. Like, it's time to segregate ourselves, separate ourselves, and communicate and congregate and network. We need to do what we got to do. And if you don't want to be a part of it, that's cool. We're going to move over you. But as we get stronger, don't try to jump on the bandwagon when we start rolling, because remember, if you ain't in it from the beginning, then you just a customer. And we gonna keep y'all. We gonna have our community. We gonna have our community. Then we gonna have our outside community, and our inside community is gonna make a profit off our outside community, because all of our people that own houses gonna have residual income on their property, and also get residual income checks from all the businesses that we have inside of our community. Like, I'm trying to build something that set a legacy for black people for years to come. And I'm tired of people thinking that we can't do it. Everybody want to be controlled, but see, that's the thing. Anything that's created, it's always a founder. It's always founders. It ain't just got to be one. Like, somebody had to think of it. You niggas can't think of it on your own. If you can do it on your own, you'd already done it. So we doing it as founders and for profit, because this is a capitalistic society we living in. Why don't we take this money and capitalize off our own people, and we can put our own people in a financial stable, better situation, and shit, as long as they making money and got more money, and we gonna make more money. Like, y'all don't think like the white folk think. The white folk think. That's why they said, let these niggas free. Let them think they free. Remember, the United States is surrounded by water. from both ends, from the East Coast to the West Coast, no matter which way they go. And they got borders in between. So if you let them roam, they just roaming. They not free. With our laws and our states and our militias, our police, that's what the police is for. They'll never be free. That's what Abraham Lincoln and the Union was talking about. See, y'all just, the South was just closed minded. Y'all said, let these niggas free. Let them go. No, they still ain't gonna be free. Niggas, shut up. Listen. Let them go, man. Where they gonna go? They gonna come right back to you, asking you for work, master. Like, y'all didn't see the way it was a setup. It was a plan, deliberate, all the way around. Let them roam. We gonna get a whole bunch of other people from other countries and let them roam too. Wow. Now it's time for us to group up, man. It's time for us to be smart. We gotta start creating our own Palestines. That if we start thinking like, you know, our people, like I would invite the Palestinian peoples to stay in our community. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that. They would never be able to own, but we would give them nice homes and we would set them up and they can work, they can live. But if they want to go start their own community somewhere, we encourage them to. But you got to get somewhere and get stable. You got to make some money so they can, I ain't gonna lie. Every company, every job, everything that we do in our community will be better than anything in America. Even our fast food workers will start out around $30 an hour. Oh man. And see, that's where our people win at, right? Because inside of our community, we're gonna have our own currency. So our money is gonna be 2 times, 3 times the value of the American dollar. So we're gonna encourage our people to invest into our currency, and we gonna invest the American currency into the bank, and we gonna make residuals. See, they'll never have to touch their real money unless they leave outside of our community. And we'll have all the amenities in the world inside of our community. So why would you want to leave? All right, y'all don't understand like the type of things I'm trying to build. I done already got this shit drawn out on paper, man. And the first is just a model. The first is just a model. And that's me starting off. If I had 40 acres, I can show you what I can do. Like 40 acres is enough for me to start a community of about 100,000 people, maybe two. We'll overpopulate that motherfucker where we ain't got no choice but to build and grow. Like, you know what I mean? But people don't want to hear me. They don't want to talk. You know, building, having your own army, having your own resources. You know, like y'all don't understand. I'm thinking more like Marcus Garvey right now, and I ain't talking about going back to Africa. I'm talking about taking what's ours here. Like, let's get ours now. We gonna build it. We ain't asking for shit. We wanna buy it. We gonna buy our own shit. We gonna build it. We ain't asking for shit. That's the problem. A lot of y'all want to go through the bank and get bonds and ask the white folks for permission. No, man. Let's take our community, take our dollars, and we ain't asking for shit. We just gonna build. We gonna grow. We ain't asking for shit. Like, we don't have to ask. That's why the fuck y'all want to ask for. Like, the fuck? No. Let's start small, man. One step at a time. We'll make a small company and create a profit, and start another small company, create more profit. Don't worry about it. We take our profit and invest into our communities. All we gotta do is be stable. Like, people don't understand that. Quit trying to move fast, man. We ain't gotta get it fast. We can get it slow. Make that little slow good money. We can throw some concerts. We can have some events. We can raise some money a lot faster. And we can move a lot faster if we put our heads together, baby. Like, a lot of people don't see, y'all thinking too fast, man. Nah, man. I'm showing you how we can do it slow and right and make a lot of money in a couple nights. And we can pay for everything we want with cash and tell them to kiss our ass. We black. We don't need y'all. Like, I can't wait till y'all get to the mindset where you realize you don't need nobody. I don't need you. I don't have to associate with you to survive. I don't need you, and I don't have to deal with you. Like when you get to that point in life where you don't need nobody, like, man. But just imagine us building a community that we don't need. Not even government assistance, nigga. We ain't asking for no bank loans, no bonds. We own everything. We building everything. This is our shit. What the fuck you mean? That's the type of shit I'm trying to do. Because once I get it, it's going to be ours. It's really going to be mine, but I'm giving it to all y'all too. Like, and our community going to grow. Like, that's all I want to see. A bunch of people, a bunch of black people just grow powerful. Financially, emotionally, spiritually. Grow powerful. You know, when I'm talking about, a lot of people ain't got on their mind. They don't even know what I'm talking about. That's cool though. One day, one day soon, because I done spoke a lot of things into existence, man. Like sometimes I scare myself. I know not to talk about the wrong thing because I might speak it into existence. So it's like sometimes, man. Can anybody relate to what I'm talking about? How you talk less and do more. Again, and you're talking. Okay, sir. I guess I came in the wrong way reading negative comments. You talking that like you just make your own path, brother. You'll break through with God on your side. They into all satanic BS in Hollywood. I already know it ain't just satanic. It ain't just satanic. People think it's just satanic. It's not satanic. A lot of it is mental health. A lot of those people just mentally disturbed. Like, you know what I mean? What does it mean to gain the world and lose your soul? For real. Let's concentrate on your bank. No, before the bank can even think about being created, we need a community of about 2,000 people. And out of those 2,000 people, at least at least 500 of those people are in you know in good financial situations. Like I got good financial careers and they would be like primary you know investor founders of our community. Like if I can find 25 millionaires right now, black millionaires that'll sit at the table and agree to invest into our community. Because just like if you notice how certain things is going on, right? That's why I just want to buy the land and I want to, start my soup kitchen, homeless shelter, and I want to build my human restoration. Like, have you ever heard of like car restoration when people take old school cars and restore them? I'm gonna build a human restoration center. Like, and it start off with a soup kitchen, a homeless shelter. We're gonna build some apartments in the back. It's gonna have like um, trade. We're gonna have carpentry. We're gonna do woodworks, metalworks. We're gonna do welding. We're gonna do glass making. We're gonna do a lot of little bitty, old school fundamental trades that our people have skill and knowledge to know how to do and teach and pass on. We're gonna do you know um, pottery, and we're gonna do a lot of stuff that It's a human restoration center where you can learn a lot of different trades and a lot of different. We're gonna have culinary cooking, and we'll do all that. Teach people, and we're gonna have advanced learning. We're gonna just it just don't start off there. I want to build a college too. You know what I mean? I want to really take this. I want to take things to the next level where everything in our community be ours. You know what I mean? So what come with a college. We're gonna have our own football teams. Yeah, you know how it goes. We're gonna have our own high school. We're gonna have our own elementary. You know how this goes. We're gonna have our own teachers. If you ever seen the movie Black Panther recently, the city of Wakanda, it's a nice thought, right? But it don't look like reality. See, it look like Wakanda's in the middle of the Amazon forest, and they still like live amongst like animals in Wakanda. That's what it looks like. But have you ever seen the Kingdom of Zamunda? Back in the days when Eddie Murphy created Coming to America for the first time, he actually painted the first implication or the first dream, the first idea of a black kingdom, of a royal black kingdom. And that's the way I think Zamunda would be a lot better than Wakanda. Like, they had animals just naturally running through the gardens, and black people in all white linens. And the prince, was treated like royalty. He got his royal penis played with all day long. And that was like the perfect implication. If there was a beautiful black country or a beautiful black nation with a king and a queen, it would have been Zamunda. They had their own money, they had their own jewelry, all gold. That was pretty. That was one of the best, like, imaginary black kingdoms that ever existed in my lifetime. To me, and film. How do you say movies? All this that done involved in our age in my life. What I done seen how they went from flipping the page on cartoons to create a cartoon. Now it's all animated, digital, anime, and all that type of stuff. How evolution, how things just evolve. Like, if you had never studied evolution, I think you need to study it because evolution is real. And a lot of us human beings evolved into better human beings over the generations. Like, a lot of people don't understand what I'm talking about, but have you ever really studied evolution? Like in every aspect, you know, from the, the automobile industry, evolution is real. You know what I mean? Like, from the housing, how do you say, not just to say housing, from an architect perspective, evolution is real. Like people, like, that was like one of my gifts that I never got a chance to explore. I done explored it before, but I've never went to school for it. Like, I could have been an architect. I can build things. I can look at things and by measurements. I can draw them out on a piece of paper, and I can tell you to the precise how much material it's going to cost us to build this and what it's going to do and how we're going to build it from the inside out, from a 3D vision. I can build. Like, I can't draw it, but I can visualize it in my mind. I can build it, and I have knowledge and skill and know-how to do it. Like, but just imagine teaching all these trades in small classes and then taking all these students that you have and start building these structures and commercial buildings Then we rent out these commercial buildings to commercial companies and let them come in and set up their little businesses inside our community, and we charge them. We're going to charge them dearly. They got to pay rent, you know. But any commercial company that's in existence, In and Out, McDonald's, we're going to encourage someone in our community to open a restaurant, to to copycat to copycat that restaurant, but we want one of our community members to be able to receive the profits, and you know what I mean, and let them, you know, or we can create the restaurant by the community, and the community can pay the workers, and we can receive the profits off of it. Like it can be so deep. Like once we get to really just putting the business on the table and how the business can be ran and how we can make a profit. It's all about profit, you know. Ain't nobody invested nothing without profit, you know. But the good thing about investors is that if they invest and you pay them, then the moment they pay, they out. They don't own just because they invest. No, receive your profit and you out. The owners will still receive the benefits, the greater benefits of what you know they got. You know what I mean? And the investors will still receive a discount. But you know how this goes. Business, man, capitalism at its finest. Like there's nothing wrong. We can build our own capitalistic societies, and we can all be getting a residual income check every month. Residual income check in the mail. Residual. Every community member in our community be receiving checks in the mail for 20, 30, $40,000 a month. You ain't gotta go nowhere. You ain't gotta do nothing. If you want to, we gonna build our own beach. Like we gonna have our own man-made lakes, but we gonna build this one lake, and we gonna create a whole beach environment. We gonna put palm trees around it and everything. It's gonna look so like a beach. They gonna be like, man, and it's gonna be in the middle of the desert. They gonna be like, man, we going to black. We having black beach on the beach. We gonna have a water park. We gonna have all that stuff that attracts, outsiders, and people like, they won't be able to come inside our community like that, but you know, we'll have security gated police community, you know. We ain't doing nothing crazy, man. You know what I mean? We gonna have one of the most peaceful societies in America. See, as long as the government can look down on what you got going on and they can dictate you and all that there, you know what I mean? They don't mind. It's a lot of little Amish communities, but those folks got poor mindsets. They ain't trying to build, modern structures. Like ain't nothing in our city gonna be with a poor mindset. Ain't nothing gonna look ghetto. No, everything we build gonna be modern, magnificent, and it's gonna look magnificent for years to come. And people gonna always, how do you say, look at us for what we done. Like, and we like, man, we can build this shit better than any place in America, any place in the world, and, and we have a whole bunch of people everywhere. Nothing is simply given away. Yeah, has millions to do. Keep forgetting the thing. Model. It is my worry. We don't have to worry. See, the thing about, you know, all these commercialized banks is that, they dibble and dabble. They got their money in stock markets and all that bullshit, right? Not looking at the real, how do you say, solid investments that a bank how do you say, the silent investments that the bank can make, you know, and be able to still, pay back, trickle down a little, how do you say, interest to their customers every month. Like, it's not hard. Like, the banks make so much profit off of so many things. Like, and that's what a business is for, to make profit. But our bank will be a community bank that's designed to make profit. And, even though we're paying the fees and the dues that we have to pay, just like with any other bank, we'll get a community kickback. Our money come right back to us in profit. Like, it's really not that hard. Like, everybody that's gonna be a part of this community is gonna really be a part of the community. And when they retire or they get too old to work again, the community will be able to take care of them. Like, I want to build a retirement center, a convalescent home that people would pay millions to go to, because they never would be in a convalescent home because they'll still be inside of our community. And they, the park will be connected to the convalescent home where the kids and everybody will be able to come out, and they gonna be connected, even if they don't. I just be dreaming. There's nowhere in America that you can honestly say it's a black owned community. So my idea, is just to build a big community on here. I'm gonna ask everybody that's on here just to donate me a couple dollars. I'm asking y'all to donate me a couple dollars. That means y'all gonna give me a couple dollars from y'all heart and see what I do with it. That's all I'm asking. And if you see what I do with it, and if you feel like I did a good deed with it, then I'm gonna ask you to donate me a couple more dollars from the heart. And everybody that donated me a couple dollars, you didn't even understand that you was being invested into something that was finna grow into something bigger, right? I'm gonna write y'all name, I'm gonna write y'all list. Boom, boom, boom. Just imagine you donated me $1,000, and then 2 years from then, you get a random check in the mail for $10,000. Would that be a blessing? You wasn't even thinking about a check. You didn't even know one was coming. But because you donated to a good person cause years ago, a couple years later, you ended up receiving a check in the mail. Boom. Because that's what I would do to all my people that initially helped me get everything started. I ain't stopping nothing. My company, my business, my mindset. Once we start getting money in, we gonna make more money than we ever made. And once we start making more money than we ever made, get what? To all the people that believed in me, we'll make a profit lucratively. So just imagine they come back and I do a round table and be like, okay, I'm finna do an investor party. I want everybody to come out to my party, and I'm gonna come out and we're gonna talk. So I got 2,000 investors at my party. All these people, ain't none of y'all got $10,000 max in your bank account, but we are all of my small community of investors. And I asked y'all, the 2,000 people, that I need each one of y'all to donate me $500. And with that $500, I turn around and turn that $500 investment into $2,500. You donated 500, but you received $2,500. Y'all really don't understand. If I had a community that strong, in just 30 days, do you know what our bank could do with that money? How much money we can make just off interest alone, off investing in a certain thing. Just like that's the way the bank go. Like they gonna take your money and invest it into bigger things to make bigger profits. But they ain't paying y'all shit. They just giving y'all money back whenever y'all say y'all need it. Like, oh, you need your money back right now. You need to okay. But ain't no bank in the world telling they people, man, if you bank with us, you gonna get rich. You will be richer because you can take your money and do investments. You know, it shouldn't take you a year to receive. How do you say a year to receive interest on your money? You know that, right? Our bank will be doing something like, I want to say it like this, where you can take, it'll be a 6 month investment, about 6 months, 180 days, you'll see a return on your money. You know, all banks, you know, like I said, it's a business. They gonna charge you a fee for making money for you. But you know, just imagine we charging like, you know, interest rates high right now, so we can charge about 20, 25%. You know what I mean? Probably can charge up to 29, 30%. You know what I mean? But even if you give a customer a 70% return on their money, if they invested 1,000 and received $1,700 back, right? Do you know there's not a bank in the world that you can put $1,000 in and receive $1,700 in less than a year? There's not a bank in the world, not a bank nowhere ever existed. But the banks can pay you that much money. If you left your money in your bank for 6 months, they should give you 75% return on your money because they done made millions and millions and millions of dollars. You know what I mean? I think I saw you at an intersection in Charlotte. You were holding a sign saying homeless, anything helps, correct? Never been to Charlotte before in my life, sir. Thank you. Lazarus, I'm out. Bye. Nothing is simply given away. How much would a 20,000 square foot warehouse cost to fund in? Trade fix. Oh, look at it like this. In the far future, right? How do you see people acting? Respectful, peaceful, and logical, right? Guess what? Some of us are already on that level. Yep, people with real money, guarded to the T. You're not going to get investors. You need to center yourself in your actual reality and get it out of your head a bit. Nothing is simply given away. Man, I hear you. That's materialistic, not biblical. I think the same thing. I get it. I am getting robbed. The clothes, shoes, everything used was made by them. You're wasting your energy talking to YouTube. Do yourself a favor and go work for your money. Nah, I say Wakanda was better because everything was made by the people and not by the government. That weed must be good. Damn, what I do with my... Did I finish smoking it? Did I drop the roach? Damn. You alright? Mr. Save a Hope. Man, don't save them, dog. They don't even want to be saved. Yeah, I do need some Narcan, man. I need some Narcan to keep in the shop, man. It was a lady. Like, look at this shit right here. This lady right here. She needs some Narcan right now. You see that lady standing right there? Look at that. She's smoking on that shit right now. She's smoking on that shit right now. Wind blowing her pipe. She can't smoke. Won't let her lighter. A lighter won't strike good. She's trying to look for a good spot to smoke at right now. She dropped a piece. Lay off the hard drugs. Mr. Saber host said she twerking. You stupid. I'm hungry, man. What I want to eat? I got beans and bologna. Joey Jojo, please come home. You stupid. You need some Narcan? I think some of y'all, I mean, some of y'all it be some, you know, they don't be hating questions. They just be some unique, out of the, you know, out the box question. Like, you know what I mean? You ask a motherfucker, you ask them some shit they ain't never thought of early in the morning. But I've never been tempted to be a drug addict. I watch crackheads grow up. Like, no, like it's either you can live by you can learn by somebody else's mistakes, watching them go through what they go through, or you can go through it yourself and find yourself looking back at it and being like, damn, I'm just like Mr. Johnson, man. I'll be dipping and chipping and chipping and chipping and chipping. is your name? Mr. Snag. Okay.
দেখছেন কি সুন্দর একটা পানি, আমি এই প্রথম দেখলাম, আপনারা কি দেখছেন নি আগে জানাবেন সবাই। দেখছেন কি সুন্দর একটা পানি, আমি এই প্রথম দেখলাম, আপনারা কি দেখছেন নি আগে জানাবেন সবাই। দেখছেন কি সুন্দর একটা পানি, আমি এই প্রথম দেখলাম, আপনারা কি দেখছেন নি আগে জানাবেন সবাই। দেখছেন কি সুন্দর একটা পানি, আমি
They rally in cow's defense. The one thing she will not confront is a large crocodile. But she still has the advantage of almost total concealment. Her first attempt has given her hope. The confused herd is just too enticing. And the deep water is now her speciality. Now is her time.
Recently have seen a spike in bums and thieves and other sketchy characters at my business, which really hurts my bottom line. Here in California, the cops show up when it's too late, so I had to hire a security company. Palisade Security stands out to me because all their guards are trained, licensed, and they can even come
Know what time it is, right?
If you want to protect
Get
your
this money.
business from mayhem, click below and they'll reach out. I recently have seen a spike in bums and thieves and other sketchy characters at my business, which really hurts my bottom line. Here in California, the cops show up when it's too late, so I had to hire a security company. Palisade Security stands out to me because all their guards are trained, licensed, and they can even come armed if you want. If you want to protect your business from mayhem, click below and they'll reach out.
There are no populations between that, but I'll tell you, a lot of companies to see and do in the city of Avalon once you get to Catalina. Come back out live because I mentioned 12 miles outside of Avalon. You think it's really cool, like 45 to an hour, 45 minutes to an hour drive of Sedona, and boom, you are here, and boom, you have horses. I'm here to be a happy, stable manager. I don't want your job because you're so good at it, but I do want to be like your understudy. You think I can do it? I think you can do it. I think you could. I'm moving to Catalina, I'm telling you. The hat and choker.
This is Titan. Titan is a Red Arabian gelding. He's one of the horses that we use during our demonstrations. He's loving the camera right there. He loves meeting people. So sometimes he does a demonstration that we do every time, and other times he has an understudy who actually has the job today.
We have Mike over there, run away to us. Mike, people can come and explore El Rancho Escondido. It's a 2.5 hour, 3.5 hour exploration tour.
Right, and you're on site here at Rancho Escondido for an hour and a half. You get to see the horses.
Come on in, y'all.
Conversational. Get to watch a little bit of how we train them. Check out our trophy and saddle room, and check out the chapel at the top of the book.
He's here to take you on that tour. Okay, let's back up, tighten here, and then I'm going to meet Adeline, aka Addie. Hi, baby girl. She is gorgeous. Mike, you're going to give us a little demonstration right now, but first, you get to work with these stunning animals. I want to see your animals.
I do. I absolutely love this. This is an amazing experience because with the history of this ranch, the island itself, and on this island with the horses, it is amazing. Really love it.
Do your thing, and Kathy, you're going to explain what it is he's doing here as we wrap it up. Look at Addie go. Okay, there we go. We're watching. It's just, I really could just sit here. It's so relaxing too. And the vineyards are gorgeous.
It's a beautiful day, like you said, even when it's overcast, it's really pretty. So we use a variety of obstacles here to train the horses. What Mike is going to do right now is he's going to do an element with the bridge. So you can see here that she has to step up. It's going to be interesting to see if she notices the camera that's right there. She's being really good, right on point. Going over what we call a teeter bridge. It's going to rock down. And then over a walkthrough, which she just nailed beautifully. I think Mike's plan is to go ahead and trot her on around. She's going to go ahead and go over to a walkthrough. Right over there.
She's got tricks.
She has, well, it's not so much a trick, but she's got skills.
Skills is what I should
Skills.
say.
She's got skills.
Pardon my language there. She is
That's
a skill.
okay. She absolutely is.
Okay, thank you so much. Information on the screen. If you want to come here to Catalina, Heavy Ranch, all the things, visit CatalinaIsland.com. I'm Megan Tellis in Catalina. That's it. I'm taking Catalina Express back home in just a little bit. Mwah. I'll see you guys soon.
What a morning.
Yeah, fantastic. A lot of fun.
So much fun, Megan. Thank you. Appreciate
Thank you.
it. I'm going. I mean, I'm
Okay,
sold. Let's do it.
absolutely.
Coming up, where officials are on the lookout for a bear in my neighborhood.
And former Fifth Harmony member Dinah Jane out with new music. Jeremy has with that next.
Let's see how one Madonna fan, super fan, I should say, is breaking a Guinness World Record.
Shake up your shower with a flavor for every feeling. This stuff freshens you up. This stuff winds you down. This stuff leaves you glowing. And this stuff keeps you going. So whatever pair you care about, there's a Dove for everybody.
Choosing a treatment for your chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more, can be overwhelming. So ask your doctor about Botox. Botox prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they even start. It's the #1 prescribed brand of chronic migraine treatment. So far, more than 5 million Botox treatments have been given to over 850,000 chronic migraine patients.
Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle and nerve conditions and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
In a survey, 92% of current users said they wish they talked to their doctor and started Botox sooner. So ask your doctor if Botox is right for you. Learn how AbbVie could help you save on Botox.
Feeling Claritin Clear is like
Is she letting her imagination run wild even though she has allergies? Yeah.
There's only one thing that will save somebody's life, and that is naloxone nasal spray. Keep 911 on the phone, get the emergency responses there on their way.
I am now a person in long-term sustained recovery from substance use. I knew that I had something that could help. So when I tell people like poetry saved my life, hope can save your life, it's not a platitude.
For generations, families have depended on our Standard Brothers brand for wholesome and affordable meals. And that's not changing anytime soon. Because since 1936, our commitment to quality has never wavered. Standard Brothers Markets. Fresh, affordable, community first.
In terms of the hate crimes, I think there is so much more work to be done to make that choice to continue to love.
New at 10, another world record involving Madonna.
Just days after she performed the biggest concert of all time, one of her fans has officially been recognized by Guinness World Records. Tara Berry of Topeka, Kansas, now holds the record for most tattoos of the same musician on the body of a female. Berry, a lifelong Madonna fan, because it would be weird if she wasn't.
Yeah, well, I have those for male, by the way.
Okay, only got her first in 2016 after she heard the singer was looking for fans with tattoos for an upcoming music video. Berry missed that deadline, but decided to just keep going, getting 18 tattoos at a cost of $10,000. She edges out the previous record holder, a British woman, with 15 tattoos of the Eminem.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, everyone's
To
got
each his own.
Yeah.
You know, I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
Everybody's got their thing, don't they?
What's your thing, Jerry?
Oh, mine is talking about new babies in the Hollywood.
Oh,
which are fantastic.
What a transition.
That's what we call this. We're going to turn the corner.
Yeah.
Big baby news for Lionel Richie's daughter, Sophia Richie Grange. She announced her pregnancy with husband Elliot Grange back in January and posted this video to TikTok days after announcing the gender of the child. And now the baby has been born. She posted this photo to Instagram just minutes ago with the caption, Eloise Samantha Grange, 5/20/24, best day of my life. Congrats to the both of them. Wow, I was looking forward. Yeah. Super sweet. All right, congrats to them. A day of celebrations earlier this morning. We showed you Jess's cameo. It was in the reality to celebrate that.
Yeah.
What if I told you they're dishes? Once again, very serious.
Intense.
Intense.
Bring the intensity.
Oh,
Yeah.
great. Dude, I'm just.
People are hooked for that's not just there, but
No.
Yes, right. It's just to be clear.
Thank you, Frank.
Right. You don't want people to get the wrong
Yeah.
idea.
So
You're a
we did
bot.
that, but what if I told you there is another KTLA family member that just did a different kind of cameo, this time in a music video.
Oh.
This is Dinah Jane's Ocean Song. See if you spot anyone here on staff. If you guys know about anyone in there, take a look.
You see those kind of side? I don't like.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
You guys actually know.
Yeah, of course we did.
Sarah, from the, so by the Dr. Jane, by the way, used to be the one you did know, but the staff are there. Thank you, KTLA Entertainment Senior Producer, Sarah Mogatega. I got it! Sarah Mogatega. She is on her honeymoon right now. She's not here, but Sarah, if you're watching this, the girls told me, the entertainment girls told me to tell you they miss you dearly. And Sarah, honestly, everybody that's on this desk spotted it and saw it. They knew right away. We want to know what
How did this all?
You know, they really should have told me.
Right, they didn't, you don't know the details.
I don't know anything else about it, but I'm so happy for you. And congrats on your new marriage, Sarah. Can't wait to find that story out one day. Maybe we'll tell it on air to complete the circle. So for here, moment for you guys. Do you remember when this video went viral? Watch this. Become self-con, right? That's
Yeah,
reacting to the news that they were going to
yeah.
Since then, as we said, that video went viral. If you go to send a dancing GIF in a text, that kid dancing was the first thing to pop up. Hopefully, it became part of their legacy. Fast forward to now, that kid, Jake Lindsay, has graduated high school. So someone from the middle school posted this photo with the caption, "Want to feel old? Thought of my guy Jacob for graduating high school last night. Definitely feels like yesterday when he was dancing with his classmates, the RCA Cadence." And Jake took to Instagram to recreate the iconic video. Oh, let's see that. And he said again, love you guys for the support. It's good. And it is wild when moments like that happen. How many years ago? You got simple that?
Everything nowadays is on tape, so or on video, so you can, do that kind of stuff. That's great. All right, quick check of the weather forecast. Heading into the weekend, a lot of cloud. Oops, I'm going to put it. A lot of cloud, a lot of fog, a lot of haze, and then cool temperatures warming up by the time we get into the beginning of next week. Memorial Day Monday, 67, back up to 69 on Wednesday, and Thursday, 70 degrees at the beaches. San Gabriel Valley, 69. That goes up to 73. Monday, 76 degrees, and then by Wednesday and Thursday, you're into the 80s for the mountains, 62, 61, 72, 74, and 75.
Thank you very much.
Wednesday and Thursday. And then the high
very
desert,
much.
77. That goes up to 83 on Memorial Day, 87 degrees. Tuesday, Wednesday, heading into the 90s. Want to wish you a happy Memorial Day weekend. Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter as the KTLA Morning News rolls on.
Let's get this party started. I am
Shake up your shower with a flavor
follow my line.
This stuff freshens you up. This stuff winds you down. This stuff leaves you glowing. And this stuff keeps you going. So whatever pair you care about, there's a dove for everybody.
Choosing a treatment for your chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more, can be overwhelming. So ask your doctor about Botox. Botox prevents headaches and intensity of chronic migraine before they even start. It's the number one prescribed drug for chronic migraine. So far, more than 5 million Botox prescribed
Effective Botox can spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away. If difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Side effects may include allergic reactions, muscle injection sites, fatigue, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle and nerve conditions and medications, including botulinum toxins, and these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Location in Apple Valley with the absolute lowest prices and special 72-month interest-free financing.
Your new home awaits with in-stock furniture at rock-bottom prices. Why would you go online when you can get real furniture at real value and take 72 months to pay? Visit more furniture in Just Ranch Marketplace on Fair Valley Road. Forget me. I'm talking that you didn't know. But only you can put in bottle project.
Huge night for women's basketball here now. College phenom Caitlin Clark is now making her pro debut in the city of Indy.
Moving down is the Indiana Fever, take on the Sparks, taking away the Conversational live in downtown LA with a preview of tonight's showdown. Hot ticket for this evening, Sean.
It is a very hot ticket. Prices as much as $2,000 for courtside seats. And in the 100 section right down beneath me right here, those tickets are pretty down for as much as $600 tonight on the secondary market. We push more our way inside crypto.com in a minute. The Sparks are wrapping up their morning here and right behind the TV will be taking up for in just a moment. And just that means Caitlin Clark is in town with the Indiana Fever. And it's been up ready for them to start the year. So far they're 0-5 in the season, but the individual success has been there for Clark as she's leading all rookies in points per game with 18 points per and also leading her team in scoring as well. I was able to catch up with a huge women's basketball fan on the street earlier on today, and he thinks all this attention she's getting is very much warranted.
I mean, I think she deserves it. She pretty much brought the women's basketball game into the forefront along with like the other players like Cameron Brink and whatnot. So I think she deserves all the people coming to watch it. Makes sense. She's awesome at like getting essentially her shooting and like her play style is what everybody wants to see nowadays. So I don't see any fault in like 18,000 people coming to watch her.
You see the Sparks huddling up center court here. Their shooting line is just about to wrap up. Kirk Miller, the head coach, giving them some final instructions. And we heard the name Cameron Brink just a moment ago. She was the number 2 pick overall in this most recent draft. Before she plays for the LA Sparks, she's only the 4th pick for Kia Jackson. So that means 3 of the top 4 picks in this year's draft are all being for here tonight in Crypto.com Arena in front of some 18,000 plus. We'll hear from Brink and Jackson in the next hour. For now, I wish all of you a happy Memorial Day weekend, and we'll see you back soon.
And for those of us who can't get in, we'll be listening to Rashawn Haylock through the call on the play-by-play. Rashawn, thank you.
Bye, Rashawn. Have a great weekend.
All right, straight ahead, another bear sighting in SoCal.
Where and when this bear was captured on camera, roaming right outside from home.
Plus, he isn't exactly a bundle of joy, the grumpy baby whose first photo shoot has gone viral.
And if you need last-minute fun this Memorial Day weekend, we have got a preview of Orange County's Sonic Fest. Music, shopping, food, and more.
Causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away. Side effects may include allergic reactions, motion sickness, fatigue and headache. Don't receive Botox with these symptoms. Tell your doctor your medication. Also, make submissions and medications including by
Green. Trip to Texas.
This is our trip to Texas.
Something's wrong.
Trust reviews is an unbiased team of researchers products in real-world situations with reliable recommendations on just about everything. So the best reviews, go to bestreviews.com. Seriously, writing.
Now at 11, a Southern California residents prepare for the Memorial Day getaway. A standoff shuts down a major freeway. We're live for the latest on the breaking situation.
And if you are planning to visit the beach this weekend, we have a public health warning for several locations.
And the public is officially invited to LA Fleet Week starting today. We have everything you need to know this weekend's big event. I go for here with your Memorial Day weekend forecast.
Yeah, happy Friday, everybody. About to embark on that 3-day holiday weekend, and things are going to get better. There's a little less of that May gray going forward. We'll get into that. We'll go through Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Good morning and welcome to KTLA 5 Morning News at 11 a.m. I'm Blaine Walker.
And Dr. Walker, thanks for joining us today. We begin with breaking news from Orange County, where a SWAT standoff on the 91 freeway has created a huge traffic mess.
Yeah, the entire freeway is shut down near Anaheim Hills, and authorities try to take the suspect, who is believed to be armed, into custody. Orange County Bureau Chief Chip Yost live in the scene for an update. Chip.
Yeah, it is not a good situation for a number of reasons. Let me see where I'm at before we go to Sky By Reach. Right now, I'm on Santa Ana Canyon Road. You can pick this up in the roof cam right here. This is the 91 freeway. Those are the eastbound lanes there. But both the east and westbound lanes of the 91 freeway completely shut down. Let's right now take a look at Sky By HQ now. Sky By HQ is live above the scene right now. From what we are told from Corona Police and other officials we talked to, this all started around 8 this morning in Corona. There was some sort of wanted, there was a suspect that was wanted for stalking. He was located in Kinley and Griffin Way in Corona, but he did not pull over, and police tried to pull him over. The shoot happened after shoot. For unknown reason, within the car, driving the car just stopped here on the 91 freeway. We do believe he was armed at the time during the pursuit until they have since confirmed that since this standoff started. This is a terrible situation in a number of ways. Obviously, you've got an armed suspect, they want this to be peacefully. Also, you probably have people getting an early start from Memorial Day weekend travel, and now that's all just blown out of the water. You have traffic everywhere around here. There's a full stop because of the situation. Police say one thing they want the public to know. There's a lot of folks, and if you look down there, you might see it from some of the Staff IVC video we saw from this angle where we are. But there are people who are behind that backup that have gotten out of their cars and are trying to take cell phone video. Police are asking those folks to stay in their cars because of the fact that this suspect is armed, and they have confirmed he's armed, and they're afraid that he could start shooting. They don't want that to happen, but they want the people kind of backed up there behind there to stay in their cars. Another situation going on, if we can come back down to Mike shot here, I'm in the front for a moment, I want to say something about this. We've got a couple of school lockdowns because of this. If you look up, I'm going to widen out a little bit from where we are. We're on San Antonio Road. But if you look to just over here, there's a school right here, Preston Elementary. Two schools, Preston Elementary being one of them in this area, we're told, are on lockdown because of that. That school right over there. Now, if you go back up to Sky 5 Street, because you have a better angle on this, you can see everything from where they are from what's going on. But a couple schools on lockdown, freeway completely closed. And you can see from Sky 5 HD's video, they have that car, that blue car pinned in. That's where the suspect is, still in there. We're told they do have communication with him by phone, or whoever it is inside that car, they are communicating with them by phone. And they're trying to intimidate people. You can see behind the SWAT cars there where they got them pinned in. You see some of the orange officers there ready to go if they need to. There's a K9 out there ready to go if that is needed. And just lots and lots of officers backed up there ready to go. But they're trying to get this person inside that blue car out peacefully, have this peacefully, and then hopefully open these freeways at some point for all the people stuck behind. Because there are some people that have been stuck there since this started. And I think it was around, I want to say around week 28, 30, that this standoff has been going on. And if you kind of look back, look at that right out shot there. You see all these people. Some of them are getting turned around there. It looks like that's a good thing. But I saw some folks there earlier who looked like they were just jammed in, kind of couldn't get out. Now it looks like they're getting some of them off the freeway, reversing out of there. But that's the thing there. That's the eastbound lane where all the cars are. I'm sorry, that's the westbound lane. Excuse me, that's the westbound lane. And then the eastbound lane also completely blocked. So I just spoke earlier, the westbound lane where all this and all the activity there. So very bad situation. Hopefully it ends up peaceful and they get this person out of that car and they open up the freeway and all these people trying to get away for their holiday plans. But hopefully not here in Anaheim Hills. I'm pretty good.
Update, and did mention the traffic and the backup. Let's check in with Mike Fleet. He's above all of this and Sky 5 with some details on that. Good morning.
Luke, good morning. What we've seen just the last 15 minutes is we picked up the conversation going on between SWAT team officers and that driver. We've seen lots of activity in the blue car. We'll go back over and show you the cars. We got at least a couple hundred folks stuck on the freeway here between Lakeview and Imperial Highway westbound lane.
That lake track fucked up. They didn't go to the freeway tonight, about 3 hours.
Imperial Highway, that's what most of the folks really have done. And so the freeway now is completely just law enforcement folks that are trying to get this.
They got the whole 9 yards shut down. That's right at the end, though.
Really, the only alternate, they take you, they won't let you, but they weren't here, so they take you off at the 55 freeway. 91 all the way back to Corona, the 71 freeway, and probably all the way down to the 15 is just jammed up. 91 freeway, you don't want to get near this, but those things are ongoing. We understand, we've got it on the cell phone. Now, folks ask why all the activity, why all the drama here, because all the SWAT team criteria.
They got the SWAT team on the freeway.
So Anaheim and Corona brought out
Friday before the holidays, everybody trying to get up out of here. They stuck on the freeway. They can't even get up out of LA.
Open the freeway back up. Like they said, stop by the HQ, Anaheim Hills. Thank you.
All right, Mike, thank you. Well, the Memorial Day weekend travel rush is underway in LAX. Today, people will be flying to their holiday destination. KTLA 5 Aaron Myers has more now from LAX.
For Memorial Day travel, they're expecting about 235,000 passengers to come to the airport today. You can see quite a bit of traffic as well happening here right now. This is expected to also be the biggest Memorial Day weekend at airports since 2005, according to AAA. LAX is expected to be the fifth busiest airport, and the busiest time here will be between 8 a.m. and noon, according to Hopper. Airport officials are urging travelers to arrive at least 2 hours early for domestic flights and 2 hours for international flights. Parking is also expected to be at a premium, so try to better the book parking in advance and use yourself on parking lots to help reduce traffic as well as people up. The board projects 72.8 million travelers will head 50 miles or more from home over the Memorial Day holiday travel period, which is pre-number travelers more than a 4% increase over last year. Here in SoCal, about 3.5 million people are expected to travel, which is a 4.7% increase over last year's record number. The top destinations for Southern Californian travelers are Las Vegas, San Diego, the Grand Canyon, Hawaii, Seattle, and Alaskan Cruises. The top destinations nationwide is Orlando, New York, Las Vegas, Seattle, and Anaheim and Los Angeles. We spoke with one couple who's taking us straight about what their plans were.
I'm here for his family reunion. We're going to Portland, Oregon, so I'm excited.
we're gonna drive like 2 hours west to Rockaway Beach, because we all run our beach house down there, Shell family, and all the members from out there, so it's a good time.
Once again, if you are headed to LAX over the next several days, good idea to give yourself some extra time. Even if you're just dropping someone off or try to get traffic if you here. Also want to check that flight status with them as well. Reporting here at LAX, I'm Aaron Myers, PCLA 5 News.
A 15-year-old Memphis boy has been arrested after he allegedly tried to carjack a San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputy. Video shared by the Sheriff's Department shows several people kicking the patrol vehicle during what deputies call a street takeover in the city of Highland.
So he tried to carjack the deputy?
Briefly opening before the vehicle then flew off. Deputies say the SUV's windshield was shattered during the incident. The team is expected to face charges of attempted carjacking and felony vandalism.
Well, state regulators are blaming the LA County Sheriff's Department for the accident that killed a deputy at a local primary last year. In October of 2023, he was Alfredo Ford was severely injured and later died after a fire broke out at the site of his stand. According to Cal Ocean, the Sheriff's Department skipped inspections, neglected maintenance, and willfully committed safety violations at the range. Inspectors say a buildup of combustible dust like gunpowder caused the deadly fire. The Sheriff's Department would only say the fire is still under investigation.
Authorities are warning residents in Santa Paula to be on the lookout for a bear that has been spotted wandering close to home. The animal was last seen around 5 o'clock this morning, making its way between parked cars and a garage on Niven Court near Richard Road. Wildlife officials tried finding that bear, which is believed to be a cub, but they were unsuccessful. Anyone who spots the bear is urged to call the Fish and Wildlife Service or North Santa Paula Police Department.
Today is opening day for Southern California's largest Memorial Day event.
Absolutely saying is live in San Pedro as LA State Week 2024 gets underway. Good morning, Cambrier.
There's a lot of excitement in the air. Also at this hour, you can see a line of people around you. It is packed here. We saw people waiting to get on the shuttle to get to Fleet Week. The line was wrapped around the block. And this is one of the big draws. The public can come here for free and tour active duty ships like this one right in front of me. It is magnificent in person, guys. The USS Carl Vinson. I want to bring in Navy Chief Counselor Derek Bowen here to tell us more about LA Fleet Week 2024. Is amazing. In person, it is even larger than what we put on TV.
This is the USS Carl Vinson. This is one of the 10 Nimitz class aircraft carriers that the Navy had. It's over 1,000 feet long, so 3 football fields if you think about that, 1,000 football fields. So on board this ship that you can come and tour, we have the C-2 Hawkeye aircraft up here, an MH-60 Sierra helicopter, an F-35 strike fighter, which is very cool. It's one of the first times that the public is getting exposed to that aircraft in the LA area, so you can come out and check that aircraft out. It's one of the...
You're amazed. You're amazed at how close people can get to that.
Absolutely. So when the F-35 first came out, it was highly restricted. You couldn't approach it, you couldn't get anywhere near that aircraft. So it's really cool that one's right up there on the flight deck. So you just come into the ship, go tour the ship, and then they'll take you up onto the flight deck, and you can walk around and take some photos and check out the different aircraft up there. There's also an F-18 up there, which is the standard aircraft carrier jet. We've had those on board for 3 years, but it's really cool. So.
Several years since the USS Carl Vinson, or an aircraft carrier, has been here at Fleet Week. How long has it been?
So 13 years. So it's been 13 years since we've had carrier at LA Fleet Week.
Wow, that's amazing. And you can tell that there are a lot of people very excited about being here. What's your advice for people heading out here to Fleet Week?
So come early, be prepared to stand in a line. There's a lot of people who are interested in checking out Fleet Week. So just come prepared. We've got shuttle buses running, so we'll park you out in one of our off-site lots, get on a shuttle bus and come over. You're going to run through the security checkpoints. Keep that in mind. Think about your TSA requirements to get on board an aircraft that's similar to go onto the ship. So bear that in mind when you're packing.
And your real ID go out there.
But we look forward to having everybody, and it's going to be awesome. So
like getting on the airplane.
Thank you for taking the time to travel with us and for your service. If you're coming out here to LA Fleet Week, remember to bring comfortable shoes. You're going to be doing a lot of walking and standing in line. Before you like your exact figure, Kimberly Chen, please tell me 5 minutes.
Every week is affected by Alzheimer's disease. Some start everything, meditating, but the person Alzheimer's together is simply as acute. Alzheimer's LA will provide you more information available at alzheimersla.org.
Shake up your shower with the flavor for every feeling. This stuff freshens you up. This stuff winds you down. This stuff leaves you glowing. And this stuff keeps you going. So whatever care you care about, there's a stuff for everybody.
Choosing a treatment for your chronic migraine, featuring more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more, can be overwhelming. So ask your doctor about Botox. Botox prevents headaches and more to chronic migraine and irritation spot. It's the number one prescribed for chronic migraine treatment. So far, more than 5 million Botox have been given for over 850,000 chronic migraine patients.
Effective Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Side effects may include allergic reaction, like an injection site. Sleep and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscular conditions and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
In a survey, 92%
Those who say there are no heroes, they just don't know where to look.
From his own words, the images that define the history.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
Wait for the presidential presidency. G-Money on Conversation.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff. By making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Feeling Claritin Clear is like...
Is she letting her imagination run wild even though she has allergies? Yeah.
If you're buzzed and doing this to make yourself feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive.
The Vatican is moving to make a late Catholic website designer nicknamed God's Influencer a saint. The designation would make Carlo Acutis the church's first millennial saint. Pope Francis has recognized a second miracle of Acutis, who died from leukemia in 2006 at the age of 15. These are scenes from his beatification ceremony in 2020. Acutis documented Eucharistic miracles on his website before his death. Now the Pope has to call a meeting with cardinals to discuss the sainthood and set a date for canonization.
These traffic jams are everywhere, even on Mount Everest. Video from the world's tallest mountain shows a long line of climbers. Look at that, backed up as they try to make their ascent to the top. All of these climbers were trying to summit at the same time because amid blowing snow conditions this week, there was a brief window of good weather.
If you're looking to get away from the city life this summer, Catalina Island might just be your perfect summertime getaway.
KTLA5's Megan Tellis is there showing us one of the fun activities that's just a ferry ride away.
Welcome to Descanso Canyon Adventures. One of the many adventures right here on this site is zip lining. I'm going to go gear up. You want to come with me? Sure. How long is the ride? Oh, well, how about if I use the restroom? Well, then I got nothing out there. Let's get out of here.
Welcome to the Catalina Island zip line. You get a tour.
Bye.
All right. See you down there.
This is the summer of conquering our fears. Here we go. feel like the kindergarten Catalina Island.
Meantime, up in Big Bear Snow Valley Bike Park is now open just in time for the holiday weekend. Crews there have been working to get the trails ready for Memorial Day crowds, but Big Bear is offering visitors more than just two-wheel downhill action this weekend. Bear Mountain Golf Course is open, and officials there say the lake is filled nearly to capacity for the first time in more than a decade, thanks to all that wet weather we got this winter.
That was really fun, by the way. If you like to bike, you don't have to be a professional mountain biker, but it's great. You put your bike up on the chairlift, take you to the top, and you just go down.
Cruise down?
Yeah, it's a blast.
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
I did that with my sister a few years back. It was a blast. They're really fun stuff. And the mountains are looking at some beautiful conditions. Over the last few days, they've seen certainly a great deal of sunshine. However, today, well, the marine layer is super deep. It's made its way to some of the mountain slopes this morning, and fortunately, we're going to see it burn off there, but it's going to hold on a little while. However, a little bit of some reverse clearing beginning to take place here in Southern California. Of course, this is the airport of Live Look, and we're starting to see a little bit of some sunshine popping through some of this May gray. But as we head up into the foothills and once again getting close to the higher elevations, yes, that 5,000-foot marine layer is doing a number on Southern California once again, not only continuing to bring us mostly cloudy skies, but obviously cooler temperatures as well. We've got 60 on the nose as we head into Burbank, Ontario. And out along the 210 this morning, there was actually some measurable rainfall. That drizzle was really coming down through the Rose Bowl, that particular area, the Arroyo Seco area, all the way from the Rocky out of Flint Ridge and eventually out towards the Rancho Cucamonga communities into San Bernardino. So some wet weather, still a chance for some light drizzle in some of those areas. And once again, temperatures cooler at this hour. You can see not a huge difference, but throughout Riverside, Ontario, it's about 2 to 3 degrees cooler at this hour as opposed to yesterday at this time. Still looking at some southwesterly winds continuing to move up into the Antelope Valley throughout the day today. Therefore, we're going to keep a wind advisory in place in not just the Antelope Valley, but all along the 395 corridor, the high country through San Bernardino. These winds gusting up to 25, 30, 35 miles per hour going to continue to stick around throughout the rest of the day. Here's the area of low pressure, and once again, this southwesterly flow that continues to bring us that strong marine layer. Clouds expected to make their way inland as we make our way through the night tonight once again, and of course into tomorrow morning as you start your 3-day holiday weekend. Temperatures continue to stay nice and mild as we make our way through both your Saturday and Sunday, and then just in time for Memorial Day Monday, well, we'll start to see temperatures warming slightly, and we'll also look forward to a quicker burn-off taking place along many of the coastal and inland communities. Again, that'll take place for Memorial Day on Monday. Cloud cover sticking around through at least the 3 o'clock hour this afternoon. There's certain communities that can see the cloud cover sticking around all day, so don't be surprised by that. Here's a look at your Saturday morning. Again, mostly cloudy skies. The marine layer, however, not as organized through the weekend. And then once we make our way through the 1, 2 o'clock hours tomorrow afternoon, we'll start to see mostly sunny skies, and we'll see a little bit more of a quicker burn-off as well as we head into Sunday by about that lunch hour. And then once again, Monday, we can probably see the burn-off taking place during the morning and mid-morning hours, and that'll lead to what will be a beautiful Memorial Day Monday, that third holiday. Taking a look at the day tomorrow, temperatures very similar to those that we're experiencing today, mid-upper 60s and some very low 70s throughout much of Southern California. And for downtown Los Angeles on your 7-day, we'll go through the weekend with temperatures into the low 70s and much less of an opportunity for drizzle chances for the basin, especially as we head towards the beginning, middle, and end of next week. And speaking of the end of next week, a week from today, we're looking forward to finally seeing above normal temperatures returning to Southern California. Riverside, San Bernardino, low 70s Saturday, upper 70s Sunday. Look at that beautiful Memorial Day Monday forecast at about 84 degrees, and it just keeps on getting warmer into the upper 80s by next Thursday and Friday. We're going to take a quick break. Glenn, Lou, and I will be back in just a couple of minutes.
Feeling clarity clear is like
Letting her imagination run wild even though she has allergies.
Yeah. Choosing a treatment for your chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more, can be overwhelming. So ask your doctor about Botox. Botox prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they even start. It's the #1 prescribed branded chronic migraine treatment. So far, more than 5 million Botox treatments have been given to over 850,000 chronic migraine patients.
Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle and nerve conditions and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
In a survey, 92% of current users said they wish they talked to their doctor and started Botox sooner. So ask your doctor if Botox is right for you. Learn how AbbVie could help you save on Botox.
Ready to go from this to this with just one step. TRESemmé Silk Serum. Time for the ultimate humidity test. Weightlessly smooth hair. Your turn. New TRESemmé Keratin Smooth Collection.
Elemis Pro Collagen Marine Cream SPF 30, an award-winning moisturizer, proven to reduce the appearance of fine lines in 14 days and give instant hydration, improve skin firmness and elasticity. Get 20% off now.
Everything is fun on a trip to Texas.
I'm obsessed with sports and music.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. But only you can prevent wildfires.
One time. Perfect. That's it.
In today's health market, HPV vaccine has been linked to lower rates of certain cancers in men. HPV is a sexually transmitted infection responsible for almost all cases of cervical cancer, but it also causes a majority of head and neck cancers that affect the throat and mouth in both sexes. Researchers at Conversational University found the vaccine reduced the risk of HPV-related cancer in males by 54%. The HPV vaccine is now recommended for all adolescents starting as young as 9.
More benefits are being discovered about the popular weight loss drug Ozempic. New research out of Europe claims that it can also help tame kidney disease. Ozempic was initially created to treat type 2 diabetes, but also became a hugely popular medication for weight loss. Now new research shows it reduces the risk of severe kidney events in people who have both diabetes and kidney disease. The medication was also found to reduce a patient's risk of heart attack and other major heart issues.
More of today's top stories are up next at 11:30.
Including KPLA 5's Rashawn Haylock.
Unless you come out over there by the love store. Come out by the love store, you can come out.
I'm Rashawn Haylock at Crypto.com. Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever are in town to take on the LA Sparks. Clark right now on the floor going through shoot around. We'll have a preview for you. Nuts!
Or come around the backside.
Business groups are suing the Biden administration over a new rule requiring overtime pay for more workers. And look away if you don't have a strong stomach. A brew club that's taking advantage of the cicada invasion by infusing the insects in liquor.
Gotta be lucky, man.
You also see this one.
Yeah. Spark conversation, man. It's natural. Wrong with it. They get to talking about money and everything we eat and all this type of problem.
Yeah. Choosing a treatment for your chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more, can be overwhelming. So ask your doctor about Botox. Botox prevents headaches in adults with It's the #1 prescribed branded chronic migraine treatment. That's ever given to over 850,000 chronic migraine patients.
Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a left-right condition. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Don't accept Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscular nerve conditions and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
In a survey, 92% of current users said they wish they talked to their doctor inside Botox sooner. So ask your doctor if Botox is right for you. Learn how Acne can help you save on Botox.
Shake up your shower with a flavor for every feeling. This stuff freshens you up. This stuff winds you down. This stuff leaves you glowing. And this stuff keeps you going. So whatever care you care about, there's a dove for everybody.
Have you been spot on a trip to Texas? You could do this. Or try this. It doesn't even matter what you do.
Actually, it doesn't. Just being real, man. I don't know. Not my real. But I like this.
Those who say there are no heroes, they just don't know where to look. From his own words, the images that define the history. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. Picture of the presidency. You may find musician.
You do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive bus.
We continue to follow breaking news now at 11:30. All lanes of the 91 freeway in Anaheim Hills shut down as a pursuit suspect remains in a standoff with authorities.
We have Corporal Tobias Karuba-Callis with the Corona Police Department on the phone. Corporal, can you hear us okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, it certainly looks like you got this guy contained, but then again, he has a weapon. So is this just a waited out situation, or do eventually officers move in?
Absolutely. At this point, we're in no hurry to make physical contact with this man. We want this thing to come to a peaceful conclusion as soon as possible, but we also do not want to rush anything. The only way that we would move in anytime sooner without him peacefully giving up if there was an active threat to one of our officers on the scene and or a member of the community on the freeway still or somewhere else.
That's another way to
And
get spark
earlier,
the conversation.
we had heard that
Have you ever heard of
basically
A-Rap
the
money?
reason why they're able to pin him in here and sit. He's
That's
got
all you wanna say. They
security
like,
time. He is
Take you out
armed
the
and he
vehicle.
refuses to get out of the vehicle.
It's an
Is
A-Rap
that
money
correct?
on you.
Yes.
Do you have any information on
promise you
exactly how
that's
this whole story was
a fun conversation.
Yes, we were investigating or
A lot of
continuing
women, you
investigating
know, especially in
on
America, man,
suspect call.
they have an outside mind, so it's one.
We located the driver and the vehicle in the area of Tennessee and Griffin Lane, Corona this morning at about 8.
And when they get to
And
know you as a
we
person,
found it, tried to
everything
stop
changes.
him.
You know what I
He didn't
mean?
want to
That's what it's all
stop.
about.
We started chasing him, or he was initiated and led on to 911 westbound. And so ultimately to the stopping point where we all see it on the television right now. We don't know why the vehicle stopped, but the vehicle did stop. And we can also see that we blocked him in with 2 rescue vehicles, one being from Corona and one being from the Anaheim Police Department are helping us out there. We are in contact with this man on the phone and trying to bring this to a peaceful conclusion. And we're working with California Highway Patrol for the traffic, getting cars around, and also the Anaheim Police Department for detours around the city. Are you aware of the precautionary lockdowns of the schools?
Yes, we did hear that earlier. Thank you for reminding us of that. Yeah, our reporter at the top of this show reminded viewers of that. We want to also, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, if there was, I can't see on the video feed right now, but if there's still people on the freeway stopping their vehicles, please stay inside your vehicles and follow any instructions that my partners might have for you to either leave the freeway or go back inside your cars to put yourself in an absolute as safe position as possible.
So you are allowing cars to do a U-turn on the freeway to get off?
Only with instructions from a uniformed police officer. I don't know if that's exactly happening, but I don't want to discourage people from not leaving an unsafe area.
Also, too, can we talk about, something somewhat new to situations like this, the drone that we're seeing that's able to get up close and give you guys images inside that vehicle. Also, in the past, we've always seen like the robot being sent in, or as you see that canine there as well. Any next moves?
No, we are, like I said at the beginning, we're not in a position to rush anything right now. There's no need for us to rush a physical contact with him. We want it to end peacefully, and that's one of the ways to do it is to speak with somebody and try to convince them to surrender to us.
In terms of negotiating, you have obviously the professional negotiators, and you said you are speaking with them. Also, is it important to bring in, if possible, a family member or someone on the phone too?
That could be a possibility. It's not necessarily the best scenario because family can change things over the phone, whether it's good or bad. We want the good, obviously, but sometimes family members say unpredictable things and lead to unfortunate endings.
All right, Corporal Tobias Rubicales, what are you doing at the police department? Thanks for the insight and the information, and hopefully sometime soon this situation on the 91 freeway will finally come to a peaceful end.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's some big changes coming to college sports. Many athletes will soon be paid by their university.
Yeah, this is all part of a proposed settlement of 3 lawsuits against the NCAA. The $2.8 billion deal involves the Athletic Association and 5 major college sports conferences. That money would go to more than 14,000 current and former student athletes prevented from earning money from sponsorships and endorsements. The deal also includes a revenue-sharing model that would directly pay athletes a portion of future revenue made by their athletic programs. There are still some open questions likely to legal lawsuit. The deal also includes a revenue-sharing model that would directly pay athletes a portion of future revenue made by their athletic programs. There are still some open questions likely to legal lawsuits, like how much control schools can have over
The biggest star in women's basketball makes her LA Pro debut tonight. Caitlin Clark brings her star power and the Indiana Fever to Los Angeles to take on our LA Sparks.
KTLA5's Rashawn Haylock live in downtown LA with a preview of tonight's showdown. Rashawn?
Wayne and Lou, good morning. And tonight is so special for a number of reasons, but one of them being 3 of the top 4 rookies in this most recent draft will be taking the floor tonight, all at the same time. Of course, led by Caitlin Clark, who's the #1 overall pick in the 2024 draft. Her and the Indiana Fever in town to take on the Sparks. They'll tip it off tonight at 7 p.m. Clark and her teammates have taken the floor here at Crypto.com Arena for their shoot-around. They're actually going through their workout right now. Not only will it be her first time playing here, but also for the Sparks rookies as well, as the team played its first 2 home games at Long Beach State. Rakia Jackson is one of those rookies, and she's excited about tonight's opportunity.
Yeah, it's dope. I'm coming to LA. They have been promoting me like crazy, and I'm so grateful for that. You know, to be in a market of LA, it's just like, you just feel like people need to start, and they just put me in places and things that I just love to do. But I got on my phone today, and it's like, Lisa Leslie following you. I'm like, hey, Lisa. I'm like, yeah. So we got to do good for her tonight. We got to win tonight for her.
So you'll have Rakia Jackson, who was selected 4th overall. Cameron Brink was the 2nd overall selection. Both of them played for the Sparks. And, of course, Caitlin Clark, the #1 overall pick in this year's draft. All on the floor at the same time here tonight in front of some 18,000 people here at Crypto.com Arena, the expected attendance. And it's really a celebration of women's basketball and an announcement that it's here. Women's basketball is here. The WNBA is here. and here to stay. Just an exciting time down here in downtown Los Angeles. We'll have more for you as this afternoon goes along. Once the fever wrap up there, shoot around, Caitlin Clark will be addressing the media. We'll have that for you later on in the next hour. For now, Rashawn Haylock at Crypto.com. KTLA 5 News.
Time now for Consumer Confidential with KTLA 5, David Lazarus.
Yeah, he's here in the studio, and we're talking about some business groups filing a lawsuit. What's going on?
Yeah, and it's a lawsuit over overtime pay, so a lot of workers are going to think, say, what? Business groups, a coalition of them, have come together to file a lawsuit against the Biden administration, saying the administration does not have the authority to expand requirements for overtime pay for workers who put in more than 40 hours a week. The lawsuit was filed in a business-friendly Texas federal court, and it basically says the Labor Department lacks the authority for what's going on here. And what's going on here is a new requirement that for any worker making less than $58,600 a year, if they put in 40 hours a week, they have to get overtime. Right now, current rules require overtime pay for workers who are making less than $35,000 a year. Now, in other cases, if people get overtime pay, typically that's because they've got a union contract or a friendly employer. As far as federal rules go, though, the threshold is $35,000 a year as a requirement. Now, the business groups are saying not only does the Labor Department lack the ability to do this, 4 million additional workers. But on top of that, the groups are saying that if this rule goes through, they would have to cut jobs and limit pay for many workers. Or they have another alternative, and that would be don't make your workers work overtime. Just a thought. Okay, Google's new AI is giving long answers even faster than that. Faster than ever. It turns out that the robot uprising is running into a few glitches. This is involving AI overview, which is the new AI-enhanced Google search results. It's only been out for about 2 weeks or so. We're already users are saying, what? For example, if you ask AI overview, or if you ask Google search, how many Muslim presidents has the U.S. had? AI overview answers, the United States has had 1 Muslim president, Barack Hussein Obama. Ask about how to get pizza.
How many Muslim presidents has America had? They said 1. Barack Hussein Obama. We thought Barack was a Christian, right? Yeah, 1 Muslim.
Some people have figured out by now much of the
content
that is not exactly reliable, and what's happening with AI is it's reflecting that sort of an issue. Another issue is that AI overview summarizes the search results that come up, which is very convenient for users, but news publishers are saying that is really unfair because it deters people from wanting to click through to the original source. We'll get deeper into this in a little couple.
All right, maybe back at 1 as well.
Yeah, and it turns out that NVIDIA's stock increase has made a lot of people rich.
Thank you. See you then.
Yeah.
Our Chicago area Blue Pub is offering creative shots in honor of
Especially great, maybe a little hard to swallow. The shots include cicada-infused liquor. There's a bug in every shot. The pub posted these pictures on social media with captions, prepare for a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Drinks are lovely made. The Blue Pub is collecting the cicadas from the nearby park, cooking them and putting them into bottles of liquor. They sell for $5, but those with a shelf fatality are urged to skip this experience.
We'll be right back.
Time may change, but some things remain timeless. Here's how much soap does, but don't reach your skin. Dove is 1 quart moisturizing cream.
I've been using Dove for more than 25 years.
After 7 days, I feel like a brand new woman.
Back again.
I think the baby starts with my skin. Choosing a treatment for chronic migraine with 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more, can be overwhelming.
DJ.
Your doctor about Botox. Botox prevents symptoms of chronic migraine before they even start. It's the #1 prescribed number for chronic migraine treatment. 5 million Botox treatments have been given to
effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing
Yes,
serious
once you go
symptoms.
to the-
Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection sites, fatigue and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle and nerve conditions and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may create serious side effects.
In a survey, 92% of
I'm nine.
users said they wish they talked to their doctor instead of Botox. So ask your doctor if Botox is right for you. Learn and Kathy can help you save on Botox.
Air and clear.
Letting your imagination run wild, even though she has allergies.
If you've been hurt in an accident and you need results, call Sweet James. Here are just some of the recent wins for our injured clients. Call the firm that wins big. Call Sweet James. If you've been hurt in an accident and you need results, call Sweet James. Are you hungry? Here are just some of the recent wins for our injured clients. Call the firm that wins big. Call Sweet James. Being a champion starts with care, preparation, and a desire to win. As a fierce fighter for injured clients, Sweet James knows what it takes to be a winner when the stakes are high and winning matters. Injured accident victims who hire Sweet James can count on a 90% winning record, over $1 billion in settlements, and pay nothing until you win. The greatest athletes are your champions on the court. Sweet James is your champion in the courtroom. Awarded best attorneys in America.
Why are all the other barber chairs empty? Because I don't have any barbers. All these chairs are brand new. I have no barbers working inside of my barbershop. I've been looking for licensed professional barbers for the last going on 5 years. So
Take the entire family.
I gotta stand here and make all this money by myself.
Food and merch.
And joining us with preview of Scottish Fest is the vice
But
chair of the United
I got an
Scottish
open
Society
opportunity
of
for anybody that got a barber license and want to learn how to cut hair. You gotta already know how to cut hair. But if you lacking in a certain skill set, I can help you. I'll help you out if you're open-minded to learn. But I'm looking for independent barbers, people who think they can cut hair, who know they say they know how to cut hair, but you don't see nobody cutting hair in my barbershop, huh? They ain't that good. They ain't that good, that's why. 'Cause ain't nobody that good. Like, they ain't good as me, and that's sad. I'm a black man. I do Arabs, Mexicans, Hispanics, Chinese people, white people. Ain't too many black barbers got skill set to do it like that. Unless they was raised around white folks. And I was raised in the hood, but I know how to do white folks good, so it's different.
We make them look good, I think, because I'm a dance teacher. No, it's just,
I'm in California.
we interpret the music and make it interesting.
You can start off making $100,000 a year in my shop if you can do just 5 haircuts a day. If you can do 5 haircuts a day, 5 days consecutively. You got to be consistent and consecutive. You got to do it all consistently and consecutively, right? For 5 days straight, just 5 haircuts. You can make over $100,000 in my barbershop.
Down there. We have a vendor selling beautiful sweaters. We have clan merchandise. This happens to be clan wallets, stuff for kids. These are hand-painted shields that we have. This one with the dragon is very pretty, and their little swords. And what do you think? This is you.
Oh yeah.
Slow day.
All right. It actually fits me perfectly.
Here, take this.
I'm much taller.
There you go.
Besides the stuff you see here, we have jewelry, we have food, Welsh cakes. We cover the whole British Isles. The Welsh cake.
Yeah, let's talk about food.
Oh, haggis.
Haggis.
Here, I
think I still got my can you gave me last year.
I understand. It is professional dish of Scotland. It is very good. You have to be ready for it. But anyways, this year we brought you 3 pies to try. We have the meat pie. Scottish meat pie is the main one that most people will get. But we also have a shepherd's pie. And then we have, for the vegetarians,
the mac and cheese pie, which is.
So a lot of pies.
Yes.
And then you've got the
And
hot
these are
dog.
fingers, these are
Okay.
basically British hot dogs. Good catch.
Nice. So they're, okay, great, and the buns are
Yes,
yes. And then, what's going on with the
And then,
liquor?
and then we also have whiskey tasting going, and our whiskey tavern person, Chris, brought in 3 experts from the UK. Piley Bay is from England, actually, and he has the founder of the distillery coming. We have Wolfburn, and this is the northernmost distillery in Scotland, north of the Scottish Highlands. And then Lochlee is from the lowlands of Scotland, and it's a farm distillery. And they have these experts doing whiskey tasting both Saturday and Sunday.
Casey, by the way.
Oh,
I know the bread smells.
Yeah.
So this is Saturday and Sunday, what a great time for Memorial
And
Day
then we also
weekend.
have kids activities, the military. We always remember the military. We do salutes to veterans in our main arena.
And of course, don't forget Walker's shortbread cookies. Thank you very much.
And
Thank you so much.
kids and jousting, canine demonstration by the Orange County Police Association.
It's a fun day.
And so,
All right, and thank you for your performance, and we appreciate you being here, Kathy.
All right, once again, the Scottish Fest is tomorrow and Sunday at the OC Fair and Event Center. For tickets, go to scottishfest.com. Take it away.
Jackpot Weather, presented by Valley View Casino and Hotel.
All right, and it's going to be a great Saturday for that event down there in Orange County. We're going to slowly see the May break seeing a little bit of a better burn off as we make our way through the next few days. But today, once again, we are going to continue most likely into the 2-3 o'clock hours to continue our mostly cloudy sky coverage and, of course, below normal temperatures, and that's occurring already. We're looking for the Ontario area currently sitting at 62, 61 up in Big Bear, Long Beach Airport, 67 Santa Barbara right now at about 62 degrees. We're looking at a stronger southwesterly flow that began yesterday on Thursday. Now it's taking us into Friday afternoon, and it's that southwesterly flow that's pushing all of that marine layer cloud cover well into the interior of Southern California, and also bringing some stronger and gusty winds up in the Antelope Valley. You can see the Lancaster area, sustained winds right now, 26 miles per hour. So that will put the gusts into the upper 20s, some low and mid 30s. And once we make our way to 2 o'clock this hour, we'll take a look. If you are a high desert resident, well, the winds are going to start to get stronger throughout the afternoon. You can see a lot of these purple returns, which on the scale, again, shows you gusts of possibly up to 40, 45 miles per hour. Those winds will continue to stick around the high desert communities, also the Grapevine, all the way through the evening hours, and finally into very early tomorrow morning where we'll start to see these winds relaxing. So again, wind advisory until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Once again, through the 395, the Antelope Valley, the San Bernardino High Country communities. Let's go back
5 haircuts for $10 and 3. Nah, brother, my haircut's $50.
We've got a little bit of a southwesterly mix running.
If you're real good like me, you can get $75.
Risk is a little bit more moderate.
I just got $65 for that cut right there. So think it's small, man. Think it's small. Now do the math.
That counterclockwise rotation brings that strong
Do the math.
flow, which will
Okay.
Saturday morning,
There you
mostly
go.
cloudy skies, mild daytime high temperatures.
And that's just starting out. You probably won't even touch 100,000, but you'll make over 80. And 80 would be great, won't it? How many people start off first year working in a career making $80,000? Think big though. If you can do 5, most barbers can't do 5 haircuts in an 8-hour span. So I know they can't do 8 haircuts in an 8-hour span. Like that's their problem. They work too slow. I'm from Mississippi, man, dominating the barber industry in California. Come on in.
Just in time for Memorial Day, upper 70s, and then from Tuesday through Friday,
I don't want no vacation right now. I just want the money.
85 degrees, taking you to San Gabriel Valley, 70s all the way through Friday. Have a great day, everybody.
All right, so the cow baby's first photo shoot goes viral.
And he does not exactly look happy to be here. The infant has now been dubbed the grumpy baby. And the funny reactions, yes.
Choosing get treatment for your chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more, can be overwhelming. So ask your doctor about Botox. Botox prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they even start. It's the #1 prescribed branded chronic migraine treatment. So far, more than 5 million Botox treatments have been given to over 850,000 chronic migraine patients.
Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscular nerve conditions and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
In a survey, 92% of current users said they wish they talked to their doctor and started Botox sooner. So ask your doctor if Botox is right for you. Learn how AbbVie can help you save on Botox.
Feeling clarity and clear is like
Is she letting her imagination run wild even though she has allergies? Yeah. What if you could go from this to this with just one step? Tresemme Silk Serum. Time for the ultimate humidity test. Weightlessly smooth hair. Your turn. New Tresemme Keratin Smooth Collection.
Hey, look, it's a perfect family vacation. You can tell this is just a commercial because no one is complaining. Have you ever seen a real family smile this much?
Hey, buddy, we're smiling because we've been planning this vacation for months, and it's everything we hoped for. You call it our paint the town red?
In yellow, green. Trip to Texas.
This is our trip to Texas.
Go get your own.
Ooh, pretty color.
Best Reviews is an unbiased team that researches products in real-world situations with reliable recommendations on just about everything. So the best reviews go to bestreviews.com. Seriously, buy anything.
Well, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words.
Well, one baby said so much during his newborn photo session without saying a thing. It appears this little guy was not in the best of mood when Cincinnati-based photographer Lauren Carson captured these pictures. The grumpy photo session is now going viral on social media for obvious reasons. Even after an outfit change, his expression remained the same. Carson says she and the baby's mom were cracking up at the looks that he threw their way after they swallowed them, which babies typically love. The actor did eventually fall asleep, and they were able to get some more to the newborn pictures.
Amazing.
Thanks for joining us on the KTLA 5 Morning News at 11.
We'll see you next on the KTLA 5 News at noon.
Shake up your shower with the flavor for every feeling. This stuff freshens you up. This stuff winds you down. This stuff leaves you glowing. And this stuff keeps you going. So whatever care you care about, there's a stuff for everybody.
Choosing a treatment for your chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more, can be overwhelming. So ask your doctor about Botox. Botox prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they even start. It's the #1 prescribed branded chronic migraine treatment. So far, more than 5 million Botox treatments have been given to over 850,000 chronic migraine patients.
Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscular nerve conditions and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
In a survey, 92% of current users said they wish they talked to their doctor and started Botox sooner. So ask your doctor if Botox is right for you. Learn how AbbVie can help you save on Botox.
Breathing clarity and clear is like
Feeling the breeze instead of feeling congested. Fast relief of allergies with nasal congestion so you can breathe better. Claritin plus decongestant with Claritin Clear.
Hey, honey. We thought we'd try something new.
Learn more at adoptuskids.org.
I know you speak right. I know things are easy. I wonder if you know that we can get help. Love, your mind.
If your love's been doing this to make yourself feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive.
Have you ever asked for help yourself?
It's always tough, right?
I always feel like I can solve my own problems, but eventually, you just can't deal with it on your own. Once you take that first step, there's so much support.
Now at noon, breaking news from Orange County, a tense start to the Memorial Day weekend travel rush as a standoff with an armed suspect shuts down the 91 freeway in Anaheim Hills. Thanks for joining us for the KTLA 5 News at noon. I'm Glenn Walker.
And I'm Luke Parker. That standoff has created a traffic mess in the area as authorities try to get the suspect to surrender.
Orange County Bureau Chief Chip Yost is live at Anaheim Hills with the latest on those negotiations. Chip.
Yeah, everyone's keeping a shot on the car right now because something just happened just before you came to us. We're looking at my roof camera right now from live. We're on Santiago Canyon Road. We heard a pop from where we're at. It sounded like maybe a flashbang, but before that, it looked like maybe some gas was put into the car. And let's go to a shot from Sky 5 HD. Sky 5 HD, please. It looks like we want to get off this shot. We don't know. I'm going to pull back there. It looks like they're pulling the man out of the car. I don't know if he's unconscious or not. Pull out of that. But we're on Sky 5 shots right now, and I don't know if you can see it from Sky 5 as well, but it looks like they just pulled the man out of the car just to get up to speed on what happened. This car you're looking at had a man in it who was wanted by Corona police for stalking, according to the police department. They tried to pull him over around 8 o'clock. After that, he took off and turned into a pursuit. That pursuit ended just east of Lakeview Drive, and it looks like, okay, see, it looks like the stream on, yeah. So it looks like it ended just east of Lakeview Drive here on the westbound 91 freeway in Anaheim Hills, and there was a standoff here for more than 2 hours, and during that time, traffic was backed up very bad, but they were able to get some of those cars off the freeway by just turning them around and taking them off the side streets. But you see the situation going on in the camera right now. They do have it. It looks like this guy is now out of the car. The reason they were taking so many precautions is because they had a report he had a gun, and then when they got on scene, they got visual confirmation. They said that he did have a gun. So that's why they were taking so many precautions. And as you may have seen in some of the video a little earlier from Sky 5 HD, they had a drone up. So they had a drone at some point getting visuals of him inside the car. And then, like I said, just about in the last 5-10 minutes, they started making some moves, or it looked like maybe some gas was put into the car. We can't tell what it was. We just saw some smoke from that area. And then from where I am at, I'm about maybe, I would say a quarter mile away from where this is happening up on the hill. I heard a pop, sounded like a flashbang. And at that point, right after that, they moved in with the officers, and it looks like took the man out of the car, and I do see an ambulance on the way down there. It looks like to treat him, so it looks like this situation is coming to an end right now, that they've got this man out of the car. I don't know what his condition is, if maybe he's just unconscious from some of the gas they put in there, or if something else happened, we can't say right now. But what we can say is if you're traveling through this area, it is a complete stop on the eastbound and westbound lanes of the 91 freeway, so causing a lot of problems for people trying to get out for the Memorial Day holiday. So you got to find some alternates for those for your trips, either if you're going to the desert for the weekend from the coast, or if you're going to the coast from the Inland Empire. One way or the other, you're going to find a different way around that for right now, for the time being, because the situation's still going on, even though it does look like it's close to coming to an end. When we get more about what happened to that man, what his condition is, we will let you know. But for now, we're putting live here in Anaheim Hills. I'm Chip Yost, KTLA 5 News.
All right, thank you, Chip. Let's get up to Mike Case in Sky 5, who had a view from Sky 5 when the man was pulled out of the car. Mike, what can you tell us?
Well, even before that, we saw the driver slumped over or slumped back in the seat. We did see some evidence of blood around his head. We don't know whether it was a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Did not see any shots fired from the officers. We did see a couple of flashbangs that were attempted to be thrown under the car. And shortly thereafter, they went ahead and made the approach. They had a couple of drones working, so they had a closer look on what exactly the person was doing. We don't know his condition. He may be dead. We're not sure. But we did see him slumped back in the seat with blood. So they're going to call this thing clear here in just the next couple of minutes once they verify that the paramedics, once they do their assessment, either take him to the hospital or say that he is pronounced dead here at the scene. But again, shortly this situation will be cleared up. They'll be able to open up both directions of the 91 freeway. For folks on the freeway, if you're coming from Corona on the east or the 605 on the west, just get off the freeway. You're not going to be able to make it. You can take Santa Ana Canyon or La Palma on the north. Once you get past Lakeview, then you're good to go. Or if you're coming east, once you get past Imperial Highway. Believe this thing is going to be cleared and over with here in just the next few minutes. So Mike, he's up Sky 5 HD. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mike. The Memorial Day weekend travel rush is underway at LAX.
And millions of people will be flying and driving to their holiday destination. Kareem Winter is live at LAX with a look at all the crowds there. Hi, Kareem.
Can you see it? Can you see it behind you, Lou? You know, every year the numbers seem to be going up. As you mentioned, a record number of people are expected to fly out of LAX this Memorial Day weekend, and that means increased traffic and also packed terminals.
Pretty rough, but fortunately it took less than an hour from the San Diego Valley. Yeah, we're gonna spend about a couple days in Phoenix, Arizona.
According to AAA, a record number of SoCal residents, 3.5 million, are expected to travel through the holiday weekend, and nearly 5% increase from last year. Airport officials say that there will be a spike in daily passengers here until the end of the month, with more than 1 million travelers expected between Thursday and Monday, with Friday being the busiest day. And it's not just more passengers, but of course, vehicle traffic. We mentioned that a short time ago, and that means give yourself extra time, definitely plan ahead, arrive early, especially if you have to park before hopping on that flight. Now, in comparison to other airports across the country, LAX will be the 5th busiest airport this Memorial Day weekend. Here's more on what we can expect heading into the first holiday weekend of the summer travel season.
This is a record-breaking year. The last time we had a record-breaking year was in 2019. So 3.5 million people, that's just out of Southern California. Nationwide, 44 million people are traveling for Memorial Day weekend. So people are really ready to, go to those vacations that they may have not gone to back in 2020.
And they commented on the traffic directly behind me, but here's a closer look at our drive into LAX. It took a while to get here where we are to Terminal 7. This was just after 11 o'clock this morning, and you can see it's backed up all the way from Terminal 1 for departures. There's also been some delays and also cancellations here regarding flights at LAX. We checked in with officials, and so we'll have an update for you. I'll fill you in coming up on KTLA 5 News at 1. That's the latest here at LAX. Kareem Winter, KTLA 5 News.
Kareem, thank you. We're planning to hit a local beach this holiday weekend.
LA County public health officials say you should stay out of the water at some of them. KTLA 5 Service McGraw reports from Santa Monica.
Memorial Day weekend upon us, many families are hoping to head to the beach, but you may want to stay out of the water with high bacteria levels. Officials are asking the public to avoid several Los Angeles County beaches due to high levels of bacteria. The ocean water warning will remain in effect until further notice. Officials say excessive bacteria and debris could seep in from nearby city streets and mountain areas and contaminate ocean waters, especially around discharged storm drains, creeks, and rivers.
The warning also includes any runoff that may flow onto or pond onto the beach sand. People who enter the ocean during this period could become ill, especially children, the elderly, or those who are immunocompromised. For the most part, tourists we talked to have no idea.
It's kind of surprising. We were hoping for a swim when we were here. We're from Norway, so it's not that warm there yet. But thankfully it wasn't that weather, because if the weather had been better, we would have swum.
Beach area warnings include Inner Cabrillo Beach in San Pedro, Malibu Lagoon at Surf Rider Beach, Mother's Beach in Marina Del Rey, the entire swim area there, Santa Monica Pier, 100 yards up and down the coast. People I spoke with say it's part of the convenience, which is why they may still take a dip this weekend.
There's a couple of storm drain outlets that open up when it rains, and all the water from inland, from the streets, gets washed into the ocean. And typically you get oil debris and trash that gets also washed into the ocean. And so typically after rain, you want to stay out of the water for about 72 hours. But it hasn't rained for a while, and yet the water quality is really bad. So I really don't know what's going on.
Ag officials warn to stay out of the water on those beaches. We're in Santa Monica, Jennifer McGraw, KTLA 5 News.
Well, millions of Americans are expected to hit the road this Memorial Day weekend, and in honor of the holiday, some veterans are being surprised with free gas. Helpful SoCal Honda dealers getting ready to give out free fuel to not just veterans, retired military personnel, and Honda drivers as well. It's happening at the mobile gas station located at 6100 Sepulveda Boulevard in Culver City. The giveaway gets underway at 12:30. It will run for an hour. And a number of restaurants are offering Memorial Day deals. Krispy Kreme is offering a dozen original glazed donuts for $3.84 with the purchase of any dozen at regular price. That starts today and runs through Monday. And Dave and Buster's is offering new and existing loyalty members food for half off on Memorial Day.
Hi, Kai Goldberg. We made it to Friday. It's still sucked in out there, though.
Yeah, this is the result of the onshore flow. We have discussed it over the last week. We just knew that it would continue to get stronger and stronger as we made our way to Thursday and now Friday. Tomorrow, we're going to start to see the marine layer hopefully burning off a little bit earlier. But nonetheless, we're going to make our way through what will be a great Memorial Day, 3-day holiday weekend, any way you cut it. And boy, you can cut some of this cloud cover with a knife. It's so thick out there. It's all the way into the Santa Clarita Valley once again. So this is a cloud deck of up to 4,500, 5,000 feet. It almost made its way to the southern sections of the Antelope Valley this morning. So again, a really strong onshore push, and you're continuing to see mostly cloudy skies through Southern California. As we do head up towards the coastline near Oxnard, Santa Barbara, they're actually beginning to see some partly cloudy skies. So the coastal edge is a little bit further south between Orange County and Los Angeles County, and that's why we've got 64 in Oxnard, whereas it's still a couple of degrees cooler into Riverside in Ontario right now at about 62 degrees. We're looking at the calm wind conditions, but for the time being, we're seeing a stronger wind gusts up into the Antelope Valley. When we come back, we're going to start to talk to you about that wind advisory, get into the details of your 3-day holiday weekend, and much more when KTLA News comes right back.
Choosing a treatment for your chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more, can be overwhelming. So ask your doctor about Botox. Botox prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they even start. It's the #1 prescribed brand of chronic migraine treatment. So far, more than 5 million Botox treatments have been given to over 850,000 chronic migraine patients.
Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
In a survey, 92% of current users said they wish they talked to their doctor and started Botox sooner. So ask your doctor if Botox is right for you. Learn how AbbVie could help you save on Botox.
Breathing Claritin Clear is like feeling the breeze instead of feeling congested.
fast relief from allergies with nasal congestion so you can breathe better. Claritin plus decongestant with Claritin Clear.
Frizz, dryness, breakage. New Dove 10-in-1 Serum Hair Mask with Peptide Complex fortifies hair bonds at a molecular level. Helps reverse 10 signs of damage in 1 minute. Keep living. We'll keep repairing.
An actor in an ad was given 12 seconds to remind you that if you're high, just don't drive. Because if you feel different, you drive different. It's illegal to drive high everywhere anyway.
I'm your retirement fear, but don't be scared. You're still in pre-retirement.
Does that mean I have more time to play?
Precisely. This is pretirement.org.
Says it's scary? Very.
If you're lucky to get away from city life this summer, Catalina Island might just be your perfect summertime getaway.
P2 Levi's MrSnaggapuss is there showing us all the fun that's just a quick ferry ride away.
How lucky am I on this Friday to be right here on Catalina Island? I can hear the water hitting the shore here, the rocky beach. I mean, this is gorgeous. Come here, take a ton of photos. Take a look behind me. Who doesn't want to stand in front of the iconic casino? That's been around since 1929. A lot of Hollywood connections there. But let me tell you, when you want to get connected from the mainland here, you're going to hop on the Catalina Express. You can even see some dolphins along the way. It was an exciting ride. I stayed at a beautiful Atwater Hotel, which was a boutique hotel, really renovated. I'll be here time and time again. A man who's here often, the creator director, not only the island, but you work a lot with the casino. Hi, Wesley, how are you?
I'm doing well. Welcome to Catalina Island and Descanso Beach. So glad to have you here. It's a little gloomy today. We got great weather this weekend for Memorial Day weekend coming up.
I knew we were going to get that in, right? Because this is a big weekend, and there are still opportunities for people to come. Why should they come?
That's right. Well, it's an incredible place to visit. Like you mentioned, the casino right behind you, built in 1929, home of the Avalon Theater, one of the first theaters for talking motion pictures. And up next weekend, we got the Catalina Wine Mixer. We'll be showing Step Brothers in the Avalon Theater, the movie that made the Wine Mixer famous. And the Wine Mixer is going to move over to Descanso Beach. It'll be a big party on the beach. It's going to be lots of fun.
Okay. How about if people are interested in doing some water activities or hiking? Give it all to me.
Well, here at Descanso Beach, we got kayaks for rent, stand-up paddleboards. We got a journey to Frog Rock. We have undersea sub, and we've got a glass-bottom boat. So lots of fun adventures.
Okay. Speaking of adventures, you go on a hike. You can hop on a bus. What else can you do? Because it's so green, it's so lush here, which is what I.
That's right. We got Hummer Adventures, our bison tour that goes inland, our journey to El Rancho Escondido, and our 1950s Flex Bus. And speaking of the Flex Bus, downtown we got our beer garden that's centered around the Flex Bus. It's the Flex Beer Garden. The bus sits right in the center of the garden. We got fire pits and twinkle lights, activities and drinks. It's lots of fun. Great place to spend some time.
Literally, why wouldn't you come here? I think it's one of those escapes where you come here to the island, you can eat, you can drink, you can go zip lining, you can go on adventures, you may even see a bison. That's true, right?
That's true. We have bison in town. You can see them on our bison Hummer adventure. And they're up in the inland area. They were actually brought here for a movie in the 1920s, The Vanishing American, but sadly left on the cutting room floor, if you can believe that.
But they got to stay here and live out their lives and their descendants as well, huh?
They did. They're still here for our visitors and guests to enjoy.
Speaking of enjoying, you can come enjoy Catalina Island. Visit CatalinaIsland.com. All the information for you on the screen. Thank you, Wesley. I think it's how it's coming to you from Catalina. I'll see you guys here soon. Back to you in Hollywood.
If she's still there, you can stay back.
I would stay there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I saw that hotel, I'm like, I'd stay there. Yeah, absolutely.
We need to keep her there on the remote.
She has two little ones at home though. So
They can take the boat right on.
That's true.
Yeah, no problem at all. Yeah, and it was pretty cloudy there in the Catalina area. And as we make our way to the mainland, it's continuing to stay cloudy here in Southern California as well. Hello, everybody, and once again, happy Friday. We're at the airport right now, starting to see some of that May great breaking up. You can see some blue out there in the horizon, so the sky cover not completely cloudy for the time being. And then as we make our way a little bit further east into the LA Basin, still once again looking at mostly cloudy skies, 64 there. Riverside also cloudy at 62. A beautiful afternoon out in the Coachella Valley. Palm Springs currently 81. Chino cloudy at about 64 degrees. And some of the other communities, as we make our way through Fullerton, also into Burbank, they're still continuing to stay into the 60s as well. In terms of your winds, well, we've got a southwesterly flow going in Southern California. That's the increased onshore flow. And that southwesterly flow continues to make its way all the way up into the Antelope Valley. You can see the Palmdale, Lancaster communities looking at sustained wind speeds in the mid-20s, so that puts the gusts up into the upper 20s and mid-30s, and that's why we're going to see a wind advisory. It begins around the 2 o'clock hour this afternoon and takes us all the way through early tomorrow morning, and not just the Antelope Valley, but the high country through San Bernardino County, also the Grapevine, and then that 395 corridor as you make your way up towards Lone Pine and eventually Bishop. And look at the future casts. Yes, look at these returns. You're showing some strong gusty winds in those Antelope Valley communities. By the time we make our way through the overnight hours tonight, well, those winds begin to relax, and then by once again tomorrow morning at the 8 o'clock hour, we start to see the wind advisory coming to an end. Area of low pressure, the troughing continuing to take place through much of the state, and the southwesterly flow will continue to bring that low cloud cover, the marine layer, all the way into the valleys and foothills for your Saturday morning into the afternoon. Of course, we'll see that mid-morning to 2 o'clock burn-off taking place. The temperatures will continue to stay mild. This is the 10-day temperature trend for downtown Los Angeles. And again, we'll see some upper 60s tomorrow afternoon in the downtown area. We'll go into the low 70s on Sunday. Should be a beautiful day. Memorial Day Monday as downtown goes to just about average. And then we'll, as we make our way out towards the first week of June, see temperatures fluctuating only between about 72 to 73 degrees. So no drastic changes coming in Southern California for the next 10 days. 69 Saturday afternoon in Van Nuys. Pasadena should go to about 68, upper 60s also through the LA Basin. Making our way throughout Orange County, Newport Beach at 65 tomorrow, and Loma at about 66 or 67. And we'll see some upper 60s and low 70s throughout much of the Inland Empire. Let's take a look at your 7-day. Low 70s for the weekend for downtown Los Angeles, by Monday 73. And then a really comfortable extended forecast. Temperatures should make their way to just about normal all the way through next Friday. Riverside, San Bernardino County will start off Saturday at 71, 78 Sunday. Beautiful on Monday, Memorial Day at about 84 degrees, and those mid-80s will continue through the extended forecast, and a very similar forecast for the San Fernando Valley, but not as warm on Memorial Day Monday, but we'll take 79, and then we'll make our way from 82 to 85 from Tuesday through next Friday. We're going to take another quick break with KTLA News. We'll be right back.
Feeling clarity clear is like
letting her imagination run wild even though she has allergies?
Yeah. Choosing a treatment for your chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more, can be overwhelming. So ask your doctor about Botox. Botox prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they even start. It's the #1 prescribed brand chronic migraine treatment. So far, more than 5 million Botox treatments have been given to over 850,000 chronic migraine patients.
Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
In a survey, 92% of current users said they wish they talked to their doctor and started Botox sooner. So ask your doctor if Botox is right for you. Learn how AbbVie could help you save on Botox.
What if you could go from this to this with just one step? TRESemmé Silk Serum. Time for the ultimate humidity test. Weightlessly smooth hair. Your turn. New TRESemmé Keratin Smooth Collection. Big family?
1,500 kids.
Fresh, affordable, community first.
Thanks to this tourism commercial, you can imagine yourself on a trip to Texas. Just think, you could make this exact memorable. You could even host this exact same.
That's not how it works. This vacation is safe.
So I can't believe my time trip to Texas.
Ya sea que la llames abuelita, nana o abuelo, abuela sabe que algo dulce hace que cualquier comida sea especial. Así que ven a matarnos y date el gusto con el Wanda McFlurry hoy. Para pa.
Leading off the news sports report, the Dodgers and Angels were both off yesterday. Both teams are back in action tonight. The Dodgers beginning a 6-game road trip with 3 games in Cincinnati, then 3 against the New York Mets. Meanwhile, the Angels open a 6-game homestand. They'll host the Cleveland Guardians for 3 games and then welcome in the New York Yankees. In the NBA, it's Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals between the Dallas Mavericks and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Dallas took Game 1 Wednesday, winning 108-105. Tip-off tonight, 5:30 in the Eastern Conference. Boston last night beat Indiana 160-110. The Celtics lead that series 2 games to none. Over the Eastern Conference Final, we just said that. That's a repeat. Let's move on to the next story.
Corner with Tennant. Tennant plays some work up the boards. This was shot and fired. Caught the game and redirected early in the second overtime. The Edmonton Oilers win game 1.
Play today going to the Edmonton Oilers. Star forward Connor McDavid scoring the game-winning goal just 32 seconds into double overtime in Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals last night against the Dallas Stars. The Oilers lead the series 1 game to none. Game 2 of that series is tomorrow. Charles Barkley not holding back as TNT's Inside the NBA hangs in limbo. This comes as the network can soon lose its rights to air the league's games. He spoke about it yesterday on the Dan Patrick Show.
Morale sucks, plain and simple. You know, I just feel so bad for the people I work with, Dan. You know, these people have families, and I just really feel bad for them right now. You know, these people I work with, they screwed this thing up clearly, and we don't have zero idea what's going to happen. I don't feel good, I'm not going to lie.
Barkley went on to call the higher-ups at Warner Brothers Discovery clowns for not coming to agreement with the NBA on a deal, opening the door for other media companies. Barkley has previously said if Turner loses the NBA, he will leave the network. Inside the NBA's quartet of Barkley, Ernie Johnson, Shaq, and Kenny Smith have been working together since 2011. Maybe they'll just all move over to the other network. It's happened before. Coming up on the news at noon, one of the top stories, including KTLA 5's Kimberly Chang.
It is LA's Fleet Week, and we are on an aircraft carrier. This is the USS Carl Vinson. I'm told to call it America's favorite aircraft carrier. And take a look, we're learning so much about everything on here. This is called the Bubble. We'll tell you more about it when we come back.
I'm Rashawn Haylock inside Crypto.com Arena. It's the calm before the storm. Caitlin Clark is here to make her LA debut, and you can hear from the #1 overall pick in this year's draft. No.
Shake up your shower with the flavor for every feeling. This stuff freshens you up. This stuff winds you down. This stuff leaves you glowing. And this stuff keeps you going. So whatever hair you care about, there's a dove for everybody.
Choosing a treatment for your chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more, can be overwhelming. So ask your doctor about Botox. Botox prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they even start. It's the #1 prescribed brand chronic migraine treatment. So far, more than 5 million Botox treatments have been given to over 850,000 chronic migraine patients.
Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscular and nerve conditions and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
In a survey, 92% of current users said they wish they talked to their doctor and started Botox sooner. So ask your doctor if Botox is right for you. Learn how AbbVie could help you save on Botox.
Breathing Claritin Clear is like feeling the breeze instead of feeling congested. Fast relief of allergies with nasal congestion so you can breathe better. Claritin plus decongestant with Claritin Clear.
Just for Parents online store offers thousands of great products for your birds. From handmade toys to vitamins, medicine, and some of the healthiest bird food on the market. Just for Parents online selection has everything your birds need to live a long and healthy life.
Thanks to this tourism commercial, you can imagine yourself on a trip to Texas. Just think, you could make this exact memory. You could even post this exact same picture.
That's not how it works. This vacation is taken.
It's all, I can't believe my lives. Trip to Texas.
This is our trip to Texas. Go get here. Now at 12:30, today is opening day for Southern California's largest Memorial Day event, LA Fleet Week 2024. That event includes tours of the U.S. Carl Vinson docked in San Pedro.
Yeah, that's where KTLA 5's Kimberly Chang joins us now live with more on Fleet Week. Kimberly?
Glenn, hi, we are here on the aircraft carrier. This is a USS Carl Vinson. If you take a look behind me, you can see several people here. They're taking tours of the aircraft carrier right now. And this is what I was just showing you earlier. This is called the bubble. We're learning so much about all the things on this aircraft. This is where the landing safety officer is. As you can see, they have a 365 view of the deck to make sure that the landing goes smoothly. And right over there, you can see the F-35. A lot of people have been surrounding this aircraft, very excited to see it, many for the very first time. All right, I want to walk over here to Radolph Reed III, Aviation Ordnance-Man. You said that you helped us steer the ship in.
It was exciting and yet intense because I was excited on going home, but I had to keep focused on the task at hand. So it was kind of intense and stressful, but it's nice being home.
How y'all doing? Come on in.
What's it been like for you here at LA Fleet? What's the most exciting thing?
For me,
Man, my roach is not fake.
Old schools and like talking to the students and telling them that they can do great
My
things.
pet roach, and he's actually in his house sleeping right now.
I went to my old
In his little cage, I got
and then
one.
my old high school, Magnolia Science Academy 3.
Fantastic. So being back home, very exciting for you. Talk to us about what people can see here at LA Fleet Week.
So what people can see here is some of us help out the fire department, LAPD, some went to the Dodger game, the Angel game, and then there's a talent show at Exposition Park from today till Monday.
What's the reception been like since you've been here for the past few days?
The reception has been like very packed and eventful and exciting because you see the smiles on everyone's faces, and it's just like nice to see.
Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us. Thank you for your service. Appreciate it. I want to walk over here to John Block, who is a midshipman. Talk to us, for you, what's the best thing about LA Fleet?
Alright, so my favorite thing about LA Fleet Week, right? I get to see the lifestyle that I'm working towards the commissioning. And once I work towards that commissioning, I will be able to live this life. And I also get to bring my family out and show them that I really want this. And this is what I'm going to be earning.
Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us. Appreciate it. All right, so again, this is going to run through Memorial Day. People can come out here and get these free tours. The public can come over, and I just want to mention that there has been a long line of people. So I think you get out of here early and bring comfortable walking shoes. Now, and then I picked it.
Well, the U.S. Senate has failed again to pass a border security bill after Republicans and several Democrats tanked the latest effort yesterday.
KTLA 5's Trevor Shirley reports from Washington, D.C. with more details.
This latest effort was a bipartisan attempt led by Democrats that still didn't have the votes needed to pass. The effort was never expected to pass, with Democrats taking the chance to paint Republicans as being unserious about fixing the southern border.
Do they want to fix this so-called emergency? Or do they want to show blind allegiance to the former president, even when they know he's wrong?
A previous bipartisan attempt earlier this year died after opposition from former President Donald Trump. Republicans decried Thursday's move by Democrats as political theater.
Today is a prop. Today is a political messaging exercise.
Thursday's 43-50 vote fell well short of the 60 yeas needed to pass, with some Democrats joining nearly all Republicans in opposition.
We had hoped that Republicans, having supported this bill once, would put aside politics and rise to the occasion.
And with less than 6 months before the election, Democrats are now trying to play offense on border issues, as Republicans tie the border crisis directly to President Joe Biden.
If the Democrats wanted to start fixing the crisis tomorrow, they would be urging the president to do exactly that.
Following Thursday's failed vote, the president said he was committed to fixing the failed immigration system, even as Democrats try to overcome the political liability that problem poses.
The reason why we brought this bill and continue to bring this bill is because this solves the problem.
Congress doesn't get back to Washington until June, and at this point, it's still not clear whether or not they'll try to pass some other kind of border security bill before the election. Reporting in Washington, I'm Trevor Shirley, KTLA 5 News.
A huge night for women's basketball here in LA. College phenom Caitlin Clark is making her pro debut in the City of Angels.
She is in town as the Indiana Fever take on the Sparks, and Rashawn Haylock is live in downtown LA with the preview. Hi.
Good afternoon, Lou and Glenn. You can call it a celebration of women's basketball, if you will. The Indiana Fever taking on the Los Angeles Sparks. 3 of the top 4 draft picks in this year's draft will all take this floor at the same time here tonight. So there's definitely an excitement in the air for basketball fans everywhere, but also an excitement in the air for Caitlin Clark, too, who's very excited to be here. She says it doesn't take much for her to get energized and come out and play in front of an audience like this. There's expected to be some 18,000 plus in here tonight in Crypto.com Arena. Clark and company just wrapped up their morning shoot-around, and Clark, a big fan, a big history of the game of basketball, circled this date on her calendar, wanting to come to this arena in particular. She said it's the biggest arena she's ever been in, but also acknowledged that she has an appreciation for the history of this place.
It's special, I think. I don't know, like I'm a big LeBron fan, a big Kobe fan. Like these are like you go down the list, like there's just so many people that have played in this arena. Not only for teams that use their home court, but like there's just been historic matchups in this building, going back to men's basketball, women's basketball stuff. To get to play my first game here is like probably something I'll remember forever.
So Clark and the Fever still looking for their first win of the season. They're 0-5 entering tonight. But Clark has done well individually, leading all rookies in scoring, as well as her team as well.
averaging some 18 points per game. The Sparks just picked up win number 1 on Wednesday night. They entered tonight 1-2 on the season. Hot ticket, the secondary market has courtside seats going for about $1,700 to $2,000, and I just saw a listing for seats in the 100 section at just under $1,000. Pocket change for you, Glenn Walker, of course. Rashawn Haylock here at Crypto.com. We'll send it back to you.
In today's Health Smart new survey shows how America and the rest of the world stays fit. A UK gym chain analyzed Google searches to make a list of the world's most popular workouts. Number 1 is dancing. Pure Gym says 51 countries search for dancing more than any other type of workout. Number 2, Pilates, which was actually the number 1 workout-related search in the United States. The rest of the top 5, yoga, CrossFit, and ab workouts. Well, scientists are trying to determine whether tattoos could be linked to lymphoma. The study in eClinical Medicine found that the risk of developing that form of cancer was 21% higher among people who had tattoos, and the size or amount of tattoos did not appear to make a difference. Researchers hypothesized that the ink triggers a low-grade inflammation in the body that in turn can trigger cancer, but they add more research is needed to fully understand the long-term risk of tattoos. And still ahead here, Jeremy Parsons has your entertainment highlights, and you know him for supersizing everything. More on the untimely death of documentary filmmaker Morgan Spurlock after the break.
It's not soda. Switched it out.
After that, I was given 12 seconds to remind you that if you're high, just don't drive. Because if you feel different, you drive different. It's illegal to drive high everywhere anyways.
Substance use disorder and addiction is so isolating. And so, as a Black woman in recovery, hope must be loud.
Have you ever asked for help yourself?
It's always tough, right? I always feel like I can solve my own problems, but eventually, you just can't deal with it on your own. Once you take that first step, there's so much support.
Choosing a treatment for your chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more, can be overwhelming. So ask your doctor about Botox. Botox prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they even see it. It's the #1 prescribed branded chronic migraine treatment. So far, more than 5 million Botox treatments have been given to over 850,000 chronic migraine patients.
Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks
They're
after
going inside of the residence. They're going inside the tattoo shop to get a tattoo.
As difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
In a survey, 92% of current users said they wish they talked to their doctor and started Botox sooner. So ask your doctor if Botox is right for you. Learn how AbbVie could help you save on Botox.
Pretty color.
Plus Reviews is an unbiased team that researches products in real-world situations to give reliable recommendations on just about everything. For the best reviews, go to bestreviews.com. Seriously,
Thank you very much.
Documentary filmmaker Morgan Spurlock has died at 53, most known for his Super Size Me documentary, in which he only ate McDonald's food for a month. The double quarter pounder with cheese meal. I think I'm gonna have to go supersize. These are his numbers, right? His numbers are outrageous.
Unfortunately, you cost me to harm to your heart, your liver, your blood.
You're gonna die. You're gonna. I want more. I'm gonna stop. That documentary came out in 2004, and then in 2019 he came out with Super Size Me 2, Holy Chicken. Because of his work exposing fast food and chicken industries, he's widely credited for restaurants stressing freshness, artisanal methods, and ethically sourced ingredients. He died Thursday in New York from complications from cancer. Pixar's Inside Out 2 is expected to break records at the box office.
Plus, a scathing review from the Hollywood Reporter for Jennifer Lopez's new Netflix film, Atlas. Jeremy Parsons has the details in today's entertainment report.
I'm Jeremy Parsons with your entertainment report. Amid news of Pixar layoffs, its latest animated flick with Disney is expected to do big numbers at the box office.
Who made the console orange?
Do I look orange? I didn't touch it.
Orange is not my color. Hello, everybody.
Deadline reports Inside Out 2 is expected to make between $80 and $85 million in its opening weekend at the box office, and if that is true, it would top Dune Part 2 and Godzilla Kong the New Empire. It comes out Father's Day weekend, June 14th through 16th. Stars Tony Hale and Kensington Tallman. They say that they're excited for fans to see it. Sam Rubin interviewed them at our summer movie preview a few weeks ago.
The most beautiful film I have ever seen in my entire life. The way the animators and our directors and our whole creative team have put this together is so eloquent, and I think it's really going to change people's lives. It changed my life, and
wow.
I know that it's going to do the same for everybody across the globe.
The way that they kind of constructed the emotional life and depicted it in animation, at the time, for Inside Out, it was groundbreaking. So it's just, they just always think outside the box, always.
And now moving on to this, everyone seems to be talking about J-Lo right now. We've talked about the drama and the rumors surrounding her relationship with Ben Affleck. There's on a couple of people, and all this talk just so happens to coincide with the timing of her new movie, Atlas, which just came out today.
Agent Atlas Shepard has spent years of her life hunting the artificial intelligence known as Harlem, originally engineered to advance humanity. Instead, nearly ended.
Do you really want to try to capture Harlem?
Now, J-Lo's been doing lots of promo for the movie. She was on Jimmy Kimmel earlier this week. The Hollywood premiere was this week where she looked stunning. Well, the first review from the Hollywood Reporter is out, and, well, we'll let it speak for itself. Here's the headline. Atlas Review. Jennifer Lopez and Simu Liu in another Netflix movie made to half watch while doing laundry. And more from the review, the robot war is mere pretext for the saga of a woman learning to love again, starring a celebrity whose public persona is largely built around her willingness to let herself love again. Never mind the fact that there is no actual human love interest. If you told me Atlas started as a cut segment from This Is Me, now a love story, I'd probably believe you. And Netflix is doing promo as well, and really honing in on the fact that J-Lo cannot be bothered. Greg Cohen, her Atlas co-star, sharing this funny pic, a billboard on Sunset Boulevard that reads, "Don't F with J-Lo." All right, that is your entertainment report in Hollywood. I'm Jeremy Parsons.
What did they say? Tea has been spilled.
Tea.
Right?
That's great. But the great news is it's Friday.
Yes, it is. And happy Friday, everybody. We've got a nice 3-day holiday weekend forecast coming away. Of course, there will be the continuation of the May gray as we make our way through Monday. And by the time we head into the next week, well, we're going to be really happy with some of the warmer temperatures and more sunshine as we push off into the horizon. And as we look across the southwest this afternoon, well, we've got 60s here in Southern California, but as you head east, you're looking at some beautiful weather and warmer. Phoenix right now at 98 degrees today. Vegas going to 90. Vegas is going to be one of those really crowded communities through the 3-day holiday weekend. In San Francisco, it's on the cool side up there at about 59 degrees. Air quality throughout much of Southern California is excellent, so you don't have that to worry about, which is again good news. And as we take a look at the beginning of your weather headlines page, we'll once again continue to see the marine layer surging into the inland areas through the next few nights and mornings. We'll have some slight drizzle chances as we take a look into your Saturday and Sunday mornings. But once we make our way to Monday, we've got the beginnings of a weak offshore flow, and it should start to see that marine layer burning off a little bit quicker, and it will not carry with it as much moisture. So the drizzle chances will get down to about 0 once we head into the beginning and middle of next week. And once again, Memorial Day, just a little bit warmer, should make our way to temperatures that are just about normal for all of Southern California. And we should see some great sunshine into your Monday afternoon. Then once we head into Tuesday, the middle end of next week, many of our valley communities will begin to surge into the 80s. So we've got this southwesterly flow continuing to bring us the May gray, the mild daytime highs as we push on in to your Saturday and Sunday forecast. This is, for example, downtown Los Angeles. We're forecasting 69 tomorrow, 70 on Sunday, and then once again the weak offshore flow brings us to 73 just in time for Memorial Day Monday, and temperatures really don't change much as we make our way through the remainder of May, and by the first week of June we're still looking at temperatures that are below average, but not by very much. Taking a look at the Saturday forecast for the Simi Valley, we'll call it partly cloudy, 70 there, mid-70s. Up in the Antelope Valley, the high deserts will continue to see breezy conditions through the weekend forecast. Santa Monica, Saturday afternoon, 66 degrees, partly cloudy. Again, the sunshine that we'll start to see and the sunshine that will become available over the next couple of afternoons should occur as we head into the lunch hour. And by Monday, we should see the burn-off taking place during the mid-morning hours. So we'll see improving conditions in terms of that May gray, which will, of course, by the time we make our way through the next few days, end up being June gloom, and we won't see much of that June gloom, fortunately, once we trail off into the extended forecast for the San Gabriel Valley, for the Orange County inland communities, upper 60s to start the weekend, lower 70s to finish it off that second day on Sunday, and then by Monday, Memorial Day, 74, and we'll see those mid-70s taking us all the way through next Friday. Have a great day, everybody.
Well, for many, this 3-day weekend is the ticket for some R&R, plus a chance to scream what's on the big screen.
Now, Ellie Unscripted takes us inside the movie magic of Pixar.
It's time to celebrate friendship and beyond at Pixar Fest 2024. Let's go.
So Pixar Fest is essentially a massive celebration of Pixar Animation Studios here at the Disneyland Resort. It's a resort-wide fest that's going on, so you get entertainment and characters in both parks.
Stephanie, we are at the Pixar Pals Playtime Party. Say that 50 times.
I have in preparation for this because I'm so excited about what's here. So we're at the Fantasyland Theater, which is right in Disneyland Park. You will meet some Pixar characters for the very first time in different locations. Luca and Alberto from Luca, Ember and Wade from Elemento, as well as some old favorites like Jack and Russell from Up. This is the more interactive part of it, where you can actually learn dance moves from all these wonderful dancers and our favorite characters.
Oh, we're going in. I think I got it.
There's always something new to explore here at Disneyland. We have the new land that just opened up, Toontown, with the new attraction. We can't forget about Pixar Place, the new re-themed hotel. That's the first fully Pixar-themed hotel in the United States.
For this Pixar Fest, we wanted to make sure to have actual booth setups, almost like a mini festival.
We've got 6 themed marketplaces after some of our favorite Pixar movies. Elemental table after Elemental. So we've kind of got our hot and icy flavors and colors over here. 4-town favorites. I don't know if you saw Turning Red back, but that was such a cute movie. Favorite boy band. And then over here we've got Hanger Management, which is my personal favorite. We've got our Mood Swing Mac and Cheese. This is our Marigold Bridge cupcake. I would share it, but this one's also
Better Together, a Pixar Pal Celebration Parade, is a brand new daytime parade for Disney California Adventure Park. And that parade, we do a fantastic job of incorporating a lot of our classic characters like Woody and Buzz with newer characters like Luca and Alberto and the Red Hand May from Turning Red.
We've been working on the parade for about 18 months. This is the finale float, celebration of Pixar.
And on the float, we have Mr. Incredible, Miguel, and Sadness. I'm sure she's enjoying herself.
Together Forever is our Pixar Nighttime Spectacular. 20 minutes every night here in Disneyland Park, and on select nights even fireworks. There are also projections, lasers, video. We have music with the entire orchestra company playing over the entire park.
I love ending my day with the fireworks show. It makes me feel so special. Because I think this has been a part of my upbringing, and oh God, I'm getting teary-eyed.
A lot of these stories are generational and they're timeless. It doesn't matter when you watch them. And Pixar Fest is such a celebration of togetherness. We want families to come and kind of share that generational experience together in the park.
Now this is how you kick off Pixar Fest.
For infinity and beyond.
Thank y'all for the love. Thanks for the likes. It's time for me to go.